at you.
Look.
I am looking at you. That's why I'm complaining.
You don't look good.
You
I
don't
know.
look good.
I know.
Shave your beard.
I can't.
Just
He
a beard?
can't because Meg
Look
doesn't
at
want to
you.
be dating a 12-year-old.
I know. Well, she probably got accustomed to Ryan's
okay.
beard, so now she wants Gavin.
Oh, it's the
He's got-
Ryanification
Look,
of
he's
Gavin.
got a way better beard than I
He
do.
does, but he shouldn't.
Let me ask you this, Michael.
Yeah.
This looks like shit.
Yes.
Apparently, does that look like shit?
No.
Oh god, that looks like a hobo.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, but looking like shit's kind of my
He's
thing.
got 20 years
That's
to
true.
kind of make it his
Yeah.
own. You just showed up one day and
Yeah.
you're like, I look like crap.
This is the look you get living in a box under a bridge.
It's a pretty fancy box. I'd like to point out, I was bearded Jeff. Jack totally is the beard guy now. I started that shit way before him.
That's true.
He took it further than you ever did,
And
right?
pubically, you probably grew it first, just in time, just in history.
Right, just from being alive longer.
Yeah.
Pubically,
you
yeah.
would think.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, let's be honest, Adam Ellis really took it from Jack.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's now just middle ground.
Yeah,
I think
Jack's
that's
just
why
like another guy at Rooster Teeth. with a
And he's gonna
beard.
shave it all off.
Which is what you are now. You're just like another guy with another beard.
Jeff was saying the other day that we all had to grow beards. He told me I had to grow more of a beard.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
And I
the
pointed
ballot
out
of
that
that
you
one.
don't have
Maybe the
one.
beard
I
crew.
couldn't grow it if I
All right,
wanted to.
if you did nothing for a year, what would it look like?
God, I don't know.
He'd probably look like Jack.
Awful.
Would you get like
Would it
a
be like-
patch?
It would.
Would it be like?
It'd be a year. It'd be a year of hair growing on my lip and like under my neck.
Would you get like the Big Trouble in Little China, like a really long thing just growing
Maybe.
out right here?
Maybe.
I think you'd get bushy red burns.
Oh, it turns red. Yeah, that's like that's the spot I get it in the like trace amounts of beard hair if I don't shave for 3 weeks.
So what's your like anus and pubic area
Wait,
like?
but wait, we'll stop there for a second. Welcome to Off Topic.
That's
I'm
a good
gonna
stop.
look at that camera and just wait till they cut to it from now on.
Yeah.
Every time I look at the wrong camera, I'll just wait till they cut. No, still the wrong one. I'll just wait till they cut.
It was
I'll just
on-
keep walking that way.
Nope.
It was on the right one.
still waiting for
That's
that one.
That's our camera.
I know, but I just want it.
Oh,
I just
alright.
want it. That's all. I just want it.
It makes no sense. You're like,
You gotta keep track of me. Where am I gonna look? But this is test episode 2 for sponsors only. Joining us this week, myself. I'm Michael, Jeff,
Gavin.
Gavi, and
Ryan.
Ryan.
I made time.
Yeah, great
This is
time.
both of your first time on the podcast.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
talked about
welcome.
the shit fit that Ryan threw last week. 'cause
I did
was on
not
the
throw
pod.
a
Well,
shit fit.
well, to be fair, you caught most
No.
of it because I was here and you were back in the office. You and Jeremy caught it.
No
too.
one was in the office
Oh,
with me.
I was.
Yeah, he
Jeremy
was.
and I
You
You
were.
came
told me
back
about it.
afterwards.
Jeremy left. He goes, I gotta go to lunch because he
So
felt
this is- so
uncomfortable.
this is after the
because you
podcast.
were
I was like,
fucking
you guys-
angry.
I was like, I wasn't angry. I was like, that's content. That's gonna be great. Next week I can talk about how full of shit you guys are. Look,
There we go.
Here we go. So the comment thing about me leaving for podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
that's 100% Jeff's fault.
Oh,
How's it my fault?
100% Jeff's fault. Here's why.
100%, not
Here's
a
why.
single percent falls to Ryan.
I only do like 2 things. I go on free play and I go on the patch.
And Game Club.
And Game Club, which is part of the patch. He knows when those are scheduled.
Okay.
We'll get to like 10 minutes before I have to go do the patch. He's like, oh, we got time. Yeah, let's film it. Let's film it. Because he wants that to happen.
No, I want content to happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't we start 20 minutes before that? We're just sitting on our asses.
Because where the fuck is he?
All
And where
right.
the fuck is the other one?
So it's Gavin's fault. There
it's
you go.
everybody's goddamn fault. All I'm saying is people have been late to shit before.
Yeah?
It happens.
How's your back feeling?
Back feels great.
Yeah, I bet it does. You haven't been in the office a lot just to get that all straightened out.
It's true. There was a point where every single person was in. We were all ready to go, and then you went to the chiropractor for 2 hours.
That's the first time that's ever happened in fucking 13 years of this company. But secondly, I allow you all to take lunch every day. If I use my lunch to go to the chiropractor, I am absolutely allowed to
I
do
think
that.
that's part of the. We need a set lunch hour because right
Do
now it's
we?
like he goes and then Jack is like
Lunch is 12 to
Oh, you're back?
12:45.
I just never go to lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just go when we're not doing anything.
if
I go to
Pretty
lunch-
easy to
Yeah.
suss out the day.
I go to
okay?
lunch once every 2 weeks, and that is to go to the chiropractor.
It's true because I usually get. I'll throw out. Hey, you want lunch? Because I'll go and grab it. Like
Got me
yesterday.
a
Or
lovely
Jack.
smash burger
Yeah.
yesterday.
That was lovely.
you. You have done very bad things to me recently though.
Oh,
Because
yeah?
my lunch lately has been the giant bucket of candy that you put behind me.
You and Jeff have been
God
going to
damn
town
it.
on that.
Goddamn Twizzlers.
That was me all weekend after Halloween,
Did
and
you buy trick or treat food?
yeah, Lindsay bought a bunch of bags of candy. We only had one left over, but I just ate it for 2 days straight. Like, I don't even eat candy. I ate candy all day Saturday and Sunday. I was like, fuck this candy. I'm bringing it to the office, and I just threw it right where I usually leave the kolaches or whatever in the morning, and they just
People
been
have
feasting
always
on
done
it.
that here. Do you remember that giant bag of
It
trail
works,
mix that
man.
landed in the office that one time?
His fucking kolache thing is like a blessing and a curse.
It is.
Because I get hungry in the morning now. I don't eat breakfast, but he's trained me to think that I might get kolaches, so I wake up hungry now. And so I have
About 2 times a week you do.
It happened to me this morning. I was driving to work and I thought I could get a taco from Torchy's or maybe a smoothie from Jamba Juice because I'm fucking hungry because I've been eating kolaches. And I thought, no, it's Friday and we have the podcast. Michael will bring he'll bring kolaches, right? That'd be a kolache day. And then Michael walks in and I'm like,
The other thing too.
and I ate Twizzlers because I was fucking starving. Thank God the
I've
Twizzlers
seen
were
you.
there.
Whenever the door opens now, you like poke up from your monitor. You're like,
It's like I have some kind of brain link to you though, because every time I'm like, I give into that, and like, all right, I'll get a taco. That's the day he brings.
No, of course. That's why you don't do it.
But-
because you go to get a Torchy's and you're fucking full, and the mug's like, eh. And, you're like,
And then I eat it
I will
anyway.
say that's Ryan. Ryan will always eat food that I bring in every time. Jack's like 90%. Ryan is 100%. Every time he's like, I just ate. And I'm like, yeah, but I have free food. And he's like, fucking give me it. I'll eat it.
I can't stop.
you're like the human version of my dog.
Thanks.
My fucking dog, dude. She's so goddamn stupid and brilliant at the same time.
Shit.
She first off, she taught herself how to. This is what the smart portion of my dog. She taught herself how to go into the bathroom when there's no water in her bowl and turn the faucet on in the tub and drink
Shit.
from the tub. And I yell at her enough that now she's learned to turn the faucet off.
well, that's perfect.
When she's done.
Where's the stupid?
That's the brilliant part, right?
Okay.
Here's the stupid part. She's so
Shit
food
on the floor.
obsessed. She leaks on the floor sometimes. It's worse. She's so stupid that she's so food obsessed. She's a rescue dog, so I have no idea what torture was visited upon her before I got her. But it was some sort of food deprivation thing. Where if I feed her, if I give her she gets 3 cups of food at night, about that size. Boop, boop, boop.
3 cups?
She'll eat.
Shit.
That's what for the
It's a big
size.
dog,
Yeah,
of
it's
it,
a decent sized dog.
It's exactly what. Well, it's 2.75 cups. It's not exactly 3. And she'll eat it in 1 second, and then it'll make her throw up, right? Because she'll like hack and hack and hack. So then
do
she'll
the
fucking
inhale.
vomit, and then she's hungry again, so she'll eat the vomit,
Right.
And then she'll vomit that back up because that's gross.
It's still food.
Then she goes outside and she runs and eats leaves to make herself throw up more because that's what dogs do when they don't feel well. And then she'll throw that up and then she'll eat that leaf shit. And then if I would let her, she would do it for 6-7 hours. The other night, we were still, we haven't
God.
torn down for
You
Halloween
okay,
yet.
Gav?
Great.
I caught her. She did the thing. She's hacking, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I look over, and she's eating the goddamn plastic leaves that Griffin had put on the wall to decorate for Halloween. And so she threw all those up. So I had these fucking plastic leaves all over the place. And she doesn't just throw up; she throws up.
Oh yeah.
And I looked around, and I had no goddamn paper towels or because we'd been cleaning from Halloween. I had nothing. I had to pick up piles of puke and plastic with my hand and walk it to the toilet.
Jesus,
Yeah.
man.
Now is
Were
it
you
like
out of toilet
is
paper?
it like
Toilet paper cannot handle
yeah,
that.
it's
dude.
all wet.
It's
and
way worse than
gooey,
toilet paper.
and
Toilet paper's
you
not
clump
equipped.
it up a
stomach
lot.
bile.
It's not
My dog used to do this. I had a Rottweiler Doberman, so he was a
Yeah.
huge dog that just inhaled food, and I wouldn't even call it throw up. He would cough. He'd be like, and just tons of full food would come out, like
Yeah.
just covered in
Is
stomach
it just
goo.
like in his neck?
No, I mean, it was in his stomach, but he'd be like choke, coughing, kind of gagging, but eventually it would just come out like a, and then there would just be food. Like, it's not even vomit. I can see the chunks of food.
Yeah.
It's just dry dog food. But same thing, I'd have to clean it up sometimes, and I would just get like latex gloves and just scoop
Get
it up.
out of there.
Because
So then-
you take a paper towel, the thing will just turn to mush.
Well,
it's
don't you
all
also have that
gooey.
And
thing-
it's a self-defeating cycle because then I'm not going to give her any more food because she's going to get sick. So
Right.
she's extra hungry the next day, so she eats it even faster.
Why don't you just give her soft canned
I
food?
have been putting it in Kongs,
Yeah.
but that's a pain in the ass.
is a
However,
pain
I was
in the
looking in the comments because I was telling the story about her eating that flappy hand
Yeah.
and shitting the whole thing out. And I was reading the comments on a video today, and somebody linked me to a dog food bowl that's like a maze that you have to like dog eat. So
Yeah.
I bought one of those.
We have one of
around.
those.
Great.
Yeah.
It makes them eat really slow.
Yeah.
But you also have to do that thing with your dog where you have to like,
Express her anal glands.
milk cut anal
that's so
curds.
awful.
No, I don't have to do that. People like Ryan's wife have to do that.
Yeah.
Didn't
that's-
Griffin do it once?
No, she took it to be done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's
Like,
not. It's gross.
Like, what is that?
And the vet said, I'm
It's
not
a
gonna,
gland.
I'm not doing this for you again. This is not something I like to do.
Dude, it's like a paste that comes out of there, and it stinks.
It's black and like,
It's gross.
It is the worst.
What is the condition here?
So yeah, go ahead.
Butt curds.
Dogs have
Butt curds.
dogs have
There you go.
anal glands,
Right.
right? And that
course.
express a stench that is
So, like a marker.
like a marker, right? Like, hey, this is what my butt smells like.
It's like what all the
That's
other
like when
dogs
they
do.
It's
rub
like
their
dis-
ass on the
yeah.
carpet.
It's like distilled
That's what it
ass.
smell. I know
Or
the
like-
smell that you're talking about.
It's like that liquid ass shit you buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some dogs, if they're fucked up enough, like my dog, they don't express, like they don't get to
It gets plugged.
They get plugged up.
Okay.
And so they get like swollen, which is why my dog used to rub her ass on the ground all the time. She was like trying to scratch her butt gland.
Right.
And then if they get swollen and swollen, and it becomes very painful. They have to go into the doctor. The doctor has to go like get in there
Does the
and
doctor
like
lick their
and like
fingers
yeah,
first?
she
They
does.
don't. No,
Yeah,
they use
and
lube.
That seemed
and then
really
and
bad.
they go like, well, this is I don't have lube, so this is like
Yeah.
it's like lube. And they like go.
You work with what you got, I
It's like
guess.
it's like a butt clip, and they just like they flick it for a little bit, and then it just goes.
Oh.
And then everybody within like a block and a half throws up.
Yeah.
Is dog
Butt clit.
is dog lube the same as human lube?
Yeah.
Just same stuff.
Can you, so you just
Plain.
buy KY and
Well,
then
you-
shove your fingers in your dog's
It'd be
ass?
different for animals.
Could be.
Yeah, there
You
might
know,
be,
they're
like-
allergic to shit.
Like if there was, it's like all these flavors for humans, right? And some dogs
I don't
can't
think you
eat.
use flavored lubes. No.
But could you?
I don't think
You
the
know,
vet
you
has.
use warming lube KY with warming. gel.
Yeah, well, his and her pleasure. No, I think
Well,
it's
dogs
just
can't eat
regular old
chocolate,
lube.
right? So chocolate lube wouldn't work.
I don't think
if
they have
it's
real
going in their
chocolate and
asshole,
chocolate
their
lube.
mouth.
I think asshole's still in your body.
I think if you're allergic to peanuts, shoving them in your anus.
Yeah, I don't think that's good. I think that would still be bad.
I caught that when I had to take all the plastic flowers that the arrangement the Griffin had. I had to get rid of them all and put them back, like put them in containers to keep it away from the dog. I turned around, she was eating a goddamn strand of Christmas lights.
Did you plug her in?
I got it out of her mouth.
My
Fucking idiot.
My dog is a little dumber. Instead of vomiting and eating the vomit, she waits for it to come out the other end of the other two dogs and partakes of that.
Partakes of other dog shit.
And when that comes up as throw up, that'll ruin your carpet and your life.
And the other dogs want it back. They
No, thank God it has not gone to that.
God.
We haven't had like a dog centipede kind of situation
Just
happen yet.
stop.
But it's gross. You think it smells bad the first time. Plus, after it's been sitting out there, I don't know if you've seen poop that's been sitting in the yard for a while. It accumulates a fair amount of bugs. So that's all in there too.
There's a turning point though, like when it hardens. Then it's easy to deal
Then
with.
it's fine.
When it's
Well,
like a hard turd.
I feel like she goes for that on jerky days. But,
Right.
some days you want something a little bit chewy or something.
I guess that's less rare here too, though, because it's so warm. Like being on the East Coast, there's a lot of like cold turds. Like winter turds are fine. They're easy to pick up. They're not that stinky. The cold like condenses it. There's
you
no
ever
like
get those,
bug
like,
activity.
frosty morning dew turds that like had like little
Oh.
globs of condensation that had frozen on them.
I don't know if I investigated
Just
it
look
that
like
closely.
fluffy white turds, basically.
I got a thing going on with dog shit right now.
Yeah?
Where my front yard's all rocks, right?
Yeah,
Got
that
rid of
was
the
a
grass?
big
Yeah, what do you do
change.
with that?
Well, usually you just it sucks because you paid a lot of money for the rocks and you're slowly throwing rocks away every day because they get embedded in shit, right? So you gotta pick them out. But it's been raining so much that if I don't get the dog shit immediately, it just gets pushed into this shit paste that then forms over the rocks and there's this brown. It looks like the fake doggy doo you would buy at Spencer's Gifts
Right,
in the
the
80s.
flattened one.
Ugh,
I mean, can you not just go hose it down every so often?
I guess.
Just
Or
spray
just
it in?
yeah, but then it'll be like turd cement under all the rocks.
Yeah,
It
why
won't
not?
flow under.
What do you think
God,
dirt is?
years and years from now.
Just broken down
It's just
organic
a turd
material.
graveyard.
That's fertilizer.
Well, it's fertilizer not for the rocks though.
yeah.
He got rid of the grass. That argument's gone.
By the way, did they spray a herbicide under there or something to stop weeds from coming up, or is it?
Yeah, and they put a thing down.
Okay.
Probably like a mesh thing or some sort of
Like a
mat.
heavy duty mat.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that would be bad with the poo collecting down.
Yeah.
Right.
Just-
yeah.
What if a dog shits on a heated driveway? Does it start to cook?
Ooh. Yeah, that would be bad.
Like you could cook an egg on an engine block.
yeah. I mean, it gets pretty warm. It's supposed to melt
Have
snow.
you noticed that whenever
so-
you think something's hot enough to cook an egg on, it's really not ever. Have you
No?
ever done that? Like this? Wow, this is hot. Let me break an egg on it. Oh, it just,
I've never
you do
done
that?
it.
Have
No,
you actually done
I have
that?
Yeah, I
heard
do
that
that,
my
yeah.
whole life. People going, you can cook an egg on it. No one has ever been like, "Fuck you, let me try."
One of my friends
didn't
had
work.
a black Ford Focus that was really hot. Like you couldn't really get anywhere near it because it burnt, and you put the egg on it, just goes like.
Couldn't get near it. Just don't
No,
look at
Okay,
it.
here's
was-
what I've discovered. If you make up any kind of idiom or saying, Gavin will actually attempt to really do it in real life.
Yeah.
Prove it, right?
No, you don't have to prove that.
Why
no
not?
one assumes that that's real.
Kevin goes outside. And he's like, "All right, one rock. I'm gonna fuck these birds up. Come here, you bastard birds."
Both of you.
I mean, as long as you don't have video, though, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else have
Did
you tried to crack an egg
So
on?
did you not? It didn't cook.
No, just float it away.
Let me
You
ask you
can
guys a
certainly
question.
cook one on the
Floated away.
sidewalk if it's hot enough.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. You just gotta leave it long enough.
I mean, in
especially
Afghanistan, it
put
gets
some
so-
sort of a stopper.
Well, especially here, because all the fucking the pavement's so reflective.
I
Like
mean, in
in
Afghanistan,
Texas.
it gets so hot to melt boots.
Yeah, but if it's reflective, it's not hot, is it?
All right, put your tongue on
I
it.
guess you make a good point.
Like if it's black, it's hot.
If you walk, when it's 110 degrees outside in Texas, and if you walked on the sidewalk,
Oh, I'm not
barefoot,
doubting that. I'm just saying if it was blacker, it would be hotter.
You're in the black stuff.
Which one of these is beer?
Third
black
from the
one?
left,
This
the,
one?
the fireman's.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
How do you boil an egg? I want to
For like hard
I
boiled?
don't
hard
boil
boiled
eggs.
right?
so-
But you know how to do it, right?
I don't actually.
Okay.
Like
How
off
do
the
you
top
boil
of my
an egg?
head.
You put the egg in the pot and then you turn the heat on.
And then what?
You wait till a set amount of time. then you
Like
take
how
it out.
long?
13 minutes.
So you put it in the boiling water for 13 minutes.
I think you don't put it in boiling water. You put it in water and then turn the heat on. Otherwise, the thermal shock will. Is that not how it works? I don't know. I've
My
never
entire
boiled
Here's
life.
how
eggs
you boil an
forever.
egg. 81 degree water, you plop the egg in. The white goes hard, the yolk.
81 degrees is not nearly hot enough.
Well, he likes.
I've
the
always
gooey
done
in
the
there.
thing where you put the eggs in, you boil the water, you leave
Yeah.
it on for 12 minutes uncovered, and then you have boiled eggs. But I was reading on the internet the other day that the perfect way to boil an egg, and I tried it with Millie's lunch the other day, is you put it in, you hit it boiling, cover it, take it off the heat, set it away from the heat
yeah,
for
yeah.
10 to 12 minutes, and then you have a perfect even boiled egg. I've
also-
never done it that way before. It totally works.
Is it vinegar? You add a little bit of
You,
vinegar.
you can add vinegar to it
Yeah.
as well. White rice vinegar, they recommend.
Which
that's
stops it
that's
from
for
leaking.
that's for if you want to not only that, but it's also if you want to what is it?
Drag it
called?
off.
Eat the egg.
Like when you
Oh, it makes it either peel.
no like when you crack an egg in boiling water and you cook it for 3 minutes.
Poached egg.
Oh,
Poached egg.
poached
Poached
egg.
egg.
Oh, there you go.
You do that for poached eggs
You
too.
got to swirl the water.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack.
Hey, just refilling some beers.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks,
yeah,
Jack.
good.
I appreciate
Jack.
that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
No, I'm good. This is Diet Coke.
I mean, there's root beer, Ryan.
We do have root beer.
That's good.
Told you he wouldn't
I
want
think
it.
he wouldn't want because it has the word
It
beer.
still
in it.
has beer
Yeah.
in it.
No, I
Doesn't
just don't
want
like
it.
root beer.
No, but I know exactly.
It's nothing
You
to
know
do with
why?
the beerness of it.
Well, we don't know that for sure though because you don't like it. And it's
All
got
right.
beer in
Sorry,
it.
sir, a little
so-
too much head on there. I
No, it's
apologize
okay.
for
I'll
that.
try it. No, which one? Where's the root beer?
Let's see.
We got a bar.
Maybe I'll like this one.
Hey, I bet you won't drink all that scotch either, Ryan.
Should we
I mean,
I'm open to
should we
trying.
talk about extra
I don't know.
life?
We lost some pine glasses. We had like
We had a whole bunch
6
last
last
time.
week. Motherfucker's been drinking them.
What about one of
That's
those
what's
two-
been
two
happening.
piners?
Grab one of the giant mugs. Where did our?
I only stay for a minute. These are cool.
But Jack,
see
while
these?
you stay for a minute, you should talk about Extra Life.
Yes. All right. So Extra Life, it's happening this weekend. If you're watching at home, it's going to be from 8 a.m.
Where else would
tomorrow-
they be watching?
I don't know.
At
Is it
work.
Yeah.
Work or,
Well,
you
also,
know,
if you're watching at work or on the bus.
the library. I don't know, wherever you want to watch it. Anyway, it's 8 a.m. until on Saturday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time until 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. So it's 24 hours of streaming, playing video games, raising money for the kids. I'm gonna get a root beer.
That's a lot of root
That was
beer.
quick. That
Yeah,
was
well, I mean,
concise.
He's
It
got
was
the
good.
pitch down.
It
I
was
mean,
good.
this is like year 7 for Jack, right?
Yeah.
He's got it.
Jeff and I did it about 5 years ago, just the two of us in the Achievement Hunter office.
It wasn't just the two of us.
Well, I mean,
It was Griffin and Larkin and Tina and
Tina
us
showed up.
and Monty.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And so we did 24 hours, and I destroyed my back. Like I
remember that.
wrecked my back.
We camped
Because
out
I
in
sat
the
on my
conference
shitty
room.
chair for like no, it was our office.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, like, I set up a tent and let Millie spend
Oh,
the
yeah.
night and camped out in the. That was a long time ago. God damn.
So anyway,
5 years, yeah.
if you want to
is a long
participate, go to
time.
roosterteeth.com or extra-life.org/team/roosterteeth, and we're gonna be doing it all weekend. We got a lot of surprises.
Got a fancy poster?
We got a fancy poster this year. It's a Pokemon poster,
Pokemon.
or it's not really. It looks like a Pokemon poster.
Oh,
but
it is.
Yeah, it's totally a
It
Pokemon
is. We
poster.
just totally ripped them off.
And
Non-trademark.
we've got
what's your
the
Pokemon?
yeah. I'm gonna shave my beard to $300,000 if we make that. So there you go. All right, I'll leave you be. Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers, Jack.
Bye, Jack.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Have fun with your root beer.
Who gets to shave it?
I don't know. It's a good question. Who's gonna shave you, Jack?
Can we do
Alright.
like proper like fancy shave?
Probably Katie's
Like
gonna
a
shave
goddamn
you.
train station in here.
Yeah.
Keep
Well,
coming
you know, it's the flaw of the design. We've made it too convenient.
It's too social.
People can't stay away. As noted. Oh, Caleb put more glasses. That's what he did.
Yeah, no, he did.
That was
You were giving
good.
him shit, but he's
Well,
like,
he gave him shit, and then I jumped
wasn't
on
giving
top.
shit. I was
You
just
Did you
did,
notice
though.
he's better with one arm than he was previously? with
Yeah,
two?
what's up with that? Should we break his arm once
Jobs-
it's better?
he's worried.
It's kind of sounds kind of mean, but I think it'd be better off for him as well.
He could be like Jeff the Drunk from the Howard Stern Show, and we could just get his arm to wither and die, and he never has it, and then he just is only a one-armed dude.
Is that a real
I think-
thing that happened to someone?
Yeah. You don't listen to
Wither
enough
or
Howard
what?
Stern.
I don't listen to any except for what I
Yeah,
spill
the
over
only
from your
amount I
desk.
think of anyone here that listens to Howard Stern is when you listen to it. Have you ever listened to it without Jeff?
no, I don't have Sirius.
Yeah, me neither.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. You're welcome
That's
for
expensive.
enriching your lives. It's $11 a month, I think.
Oh, it's not bad.
No.
It's free actually for me.
Why aren't you fancy?
Because Jeff pays
Yeah,
for it.
right, gotcha.
So we were playing Call of Duty Black Ops came out today.
We were.
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3.
Actually, not the
4-player
first
co-op
game.
campaign.
4-player co-op campaign.
Not gonna matter. Nobody's gonna watch it.
Nobody's gonna watch
Audience
it.
hates when we play campaign co-op.
That's fine.
Well,
We'll
that's
do
why
it
we
anyway.
released it as a second video. That's
Yeah.
our new thing. With the co-op.
The
let's
optional
play
That's our
with
new
both
thing.
ways, yeah.
Fuck you. We want to play it anyway. We'll just cram it down your throat, and we'll make it an extra video.
And 100,000 people will watch it.
How long's the campaign?
Wow. I have no idea.
Don't know.
It is 11 levels.
We beat
Okay.
So
one.
we've done one.
Is it fun?
Unrealistic.
It is super fun.
They have you play Call of Duty, right? You're familiar with Call of Duty? Veteran is
played all
is
the, Infinity Ward ones.
Yeah, Veteran is their legendary, like it's their hardest level. They've added another level called Realistic, where you have 1 HP. So if you get shot by anything, you go
So
down.
even in the foot,
One
you're
hit.
dead.
Oh yeah.
One hit, you go down. But
Beyond realistic.
well, it is beyond realistic because someone can fucking use the power of Christ to revive you
Yeah,
by
they
just
don't-
putting your hand out
they
like
don't
that.
even
And that's-
touch you
You don't
anymore.
even touch you. You just like put your hand out like that.
It's like
You-
high
And the
five.
person on the ground just goes, oh.
But I will
So
say-
you actually like just get up.
Because
they
they
have-
have now they're like pat you around the building.
No,
you
Or
literally
you
walk-
get like
you-
a syringe.
Nope.
Is it just this?
You walk up to someone
So
as
lazy.
Jeff chops shit on the table, and you just put your hand out.
I'm
Like you're
gonna
reaching,
assume-
so
I will
you're
say,
reaching for their soul.
Maybe
They
and
have
pulling it back to
improved
reality.
upon all video game rezzing.
Yeah.
If you get 3 people clumped together, one hand will revive all 3
Everybody,
people.
one
I
shot.
bet
Yeah.
that there's like an explanation. Like you got a robo arm. I bet it's got like nanites in it.
I bet there's not,
People.
Ryan.
Yeah, there you go.
I bet there's not.
No, that
You're
explained
shooting
it.
little
Done.
healing Bucky tubes. At
There
them.
you go.
Yeah.
It was
Bucky balls.
pretty
Bucky
fun
balls.
though.
Or nanotubes.
Yeah.
Because you can also move. Like you can.
So you're
scuttle.
playing on realistic?
Yeah, we
Yeah, sure
we
are.
did the first level on realistic, but you can like scuttle when you get hit, and everybody can just keep picking each other up. And the enemies are fucking stupid. Like you can just like mow them down. The only advantage they have is you go down in one hit. But something we found out that kind of works to our advantage is
Great.
you can run basically behind enemy lines, like dive in and go down, and then when you're down, just fucking murder everybody.
Yeah,
you
like
can
you
take a
still
bunch
have
of
your
hits
assault
when you're
In
down,
other
and
Call
you
of
have
Duties,
your primary
you're
weapon
in
when
last
you're
stand.
down.
You just have a pistol.
Yeah.
you got a machine gun. So Michael like ran across enemy lines, got hit, went down, and just laid around in a circle and took out like.
I literally
400
just
dudes.
spun around like this, and I killed like 9 people. It was a section we probably died 10 times at. That was the time we beat
So you
it.
basically just become a turret that's bleeding out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And
But you don't really.
But if you bleed out, then it's over.
But that
Right.
has
You can't lose anybody.
But that didn't happen in
everyone's
campaign
out.
until
The only-
that last section.
Until the end.
Yeah, because you can get killed when you're down. Like if you keep getting shot, it'll kill you before your bleed out timer. But as we experience, it's only really with like explosives or rockets. Because at the
Yeah.
end of the level, there's just like volleys
bleed
of
out
rockets
timer
coming at
lasted
you.
forever
The bleed
until
out's
that
at
moment.
least like 25, 30 seconds. It's huge.
Yeah.
So we're gonna attempt to go through the game on realistic. We've beaten the first level.
It would be the best series no one ever watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be the best series that no one will ever watch.
Zombies is good
too.
too.
Yeah.
Real brutal. at the end.
Super
Fucking
complicated.
Weird.
Weird.
2 seconds into zombies. We start zombies. First of all, it's got this like 50s, probably even earlier.
Yeah, we figured out the
It's
cast
it's
was,
like 40s, 30s,
like
40s.
yeah, just like noir kind of like
very
theme.
noir, yeah.
And 2 seconds in, Ryan's like, "What's this? I'm a monster." He like drank some liquid and turned into a fucking tentacle monster.
You kill zombies?
In zombies.
Or you
Yeah.
like against
I
the
didn't
human-
have. There weren't even
and then you're
zombies
supposed
yet.
to look for eagle heads in the air. We never figured that out. There's
it's
bubble
weird.
gum that you eat.
It's definitely
and
their sort of
there's
experiment.
these plants that if you touch them, sometimes guns come out of them.
Or sometimes,
fucking weird.
Well, there's been a gun, a grenade, a zombie, and a bug so far is
Yeah.
what we've gotten out
Lots
of
of flying bugs.
bugs.
Those kind of spit at you.
I feel like every year that they do a zombies, they get like some guy to come up with a bunch of ideas, like, oh, we could put all this new stuff in, and they just take all of his paper and just shove it in the game. And they're
Yeah,
like,
that
what
seems
else?
like
You got
that.
Anything else?
It's a huge map. It might be.
There's like a tram car that drives from one end to the other. We left Jeremy behind, and we were like driving away as we're like, because I think Jeff was in it first, and he's like, "Come on, guys, I'm gonna hit the train. I'm gonna hit the train. Get in." And we're like, "Wait for us." We run in. It's the 3 of us. We're waiting for Jeremy. He's like, "Don't leave without me. Don't leave without me." Oh, I'm not gonna make it. We're like, we better go. And Jeff just hits it. We depart from the station and start like, driving away. And we just see like Jeremy down. Past over
400
just
zombies
being
around him.
surrounded by zombies. He's like, "Oh, guys." And we're like, bye. We just went to another part of the map.
I was never gonna let him in that train regardless.
No, I know.
I wanted him to get right to
Right.
it.
Yeah, Jeff was waiting to shut the door in his face. It was
get the
pretty.
opportunity.
It was a ton of fun. We just did one campaign level and then we did one zombies, but
Yeah.
it was really enjoyable.
It's a dickload of fun.
You said you played the multiplayer a little bit.
Yeah, it's Titanfall without Titans. Like you can double jump and you can run on walls like indefinitely.
Could
and,
you do
like,
that in Advanced Warfare, though?
Advanced
You
Warfare
could-
had a double jump, but I don't think
Yeah.
you could run on walls in Advanced
I
Warfare.
think you could in a very limited fashion.
Yeah.
Like you could just run outside. It was really weird playing the first level of this match because you don't have those abilities yet.
Right.
And after having playing
God.
Halo and playing things like that, where recently everybody has a double jump,
Yeah.
Destiny, Halo.
It's interesting too because there's also like 9 specialty classes you have to pick from the 9, and they have different like in Destiny when you play a game of Crucible, you get your super like twice around, maybe 1.5 times around. It's like that, like you get like a special thing, and the one I had was like you put knives in the ground and it creates like a shockwave that kills anybody in front of it.
Damn.
It's pretty interesting. And there's a bitch with a bow and then a bunch of other stuff.
It's funny. He described
The
it the
Tomb
exact
Raider?
same way this morning. Bitch with a bow. And I was like, Lara Croft? I don't know.
Do you think Modern Warfare 1 was the hardest one?
No,
On
no, I
Veteran?
think World at War was the hardest one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
World
Yeah.
at War was the worst
I never beat Modern
with
War.
grenades.
Well, that was
Why
the one
don't
where
you
they
play
like,
the Treyarch games?
I just don't like them as much. I felt like
Right.
Modern Warfare 1 and 2 were
I
like
understand-
classic golden
Yeah,
age.
I
of
feel
Call
like
of
they're
Duty.
better.
I understand that sentiment, but I think that has fallen off the rails over the last couple of years.
This one's pretty good so far. I mean,
I think Blops has better multiplayer.
I don't even know the last. I think Modern Warfare 2, maybe no, Modern Warfare 3 was the last one I even beat, like campaign. I haven't even played the last one, last year, whatever, fucking Advanced
Advanced Warfare.
Warfighter.
I have
yeah.
some sort
Didn't
of
we play
weird.
that? We did like a couple Let's Plays, but I guess
Yeah,
we
but
did
I didn't do the campaign.
Yeah.
Like I was just like,
It's okay. It's all it's all forgettable.
I already enjoy this one more. I don't know. Maybe just because I didn't play last year's, maybe it's not that different. I don't know. But I'm like, I'll probably play this one.
I couldn't finish 3 because I got sick and I threw up a bunch in the first level of Modern Warfare 3. And
I mean, it's not real.
Did
Gavin.
you?
No,
Yeah,
I know.
right?
It's
The
like-
people
But you
aren't really
associate
dead.
that with
I like
now?
after that, like a week later, I tried to load up the level and I was like, oh man, I feel like queasy again.
Yeah,
because I was
I-
like trying not to.
Maybe we should try
vomit.
some leaves.
Andy.
Yeah, I
Andy
was not
has that.
crazy about the campaign.
Andy has that with Limbo. He was like Andy Blanche. He was like deathly ill or something when he played Limbo. He was throwing up and vomiting and shit. Now he says anytime he sees a game that's got like that 2D like
Yeah. Well, it's a
black
real
and
thing.
white
It's
kind
like-
of thing, he can't play it.
I
because
assume
of
it's
that
your
game.
brain being like, "Hey, you ate these
Yeah.
berries once. Don't eat these berries again." So it tries to like bring back that feeling you had. But it's like, I'm not eating this game. I just want to play it. I just want to enjoy the game.
No, you don't eat the game.
Wait, aren't
Gavin.
you captain? Like, just don't be sick.
That,
You know,
yeah,
just
you
turn
are.
your
You
mental
are
off. Come
captain.
on.
Don't be sick.
Yeah, it's just like the brain feeling. Like I'm
All right, well,
actually
just turn it off.
I'm not becoming sick. I just feel like I want to throw up.
All right, well, just don't
Gavin,
do
just
that.
go stop, like you like to do.
Just tell your brain no.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I can fend off a cold pretty well.
I don't let you miss
When you
anything.
feel
though.
what in Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah, I can't remember
Oh,
the
you
plot.
really
of,
didn't.
I
think I
couldn't
did.
tell you the plot of
I
1, 2,
remember,
or 3.
I
Being-
did collectible guides in
Modern
one of
Warfare
them.
3.
I was in a
2 or
jewelry
3?
store and I vomited.
I remember Ghosts. I remember Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1.
Modern Warfare 3 was like you finished the Soap McTavish trilogy thing.
That was real
At the end.
forgettable.
It was real forgettable. It ended with like
Soap. I forgot about soap.
Yeah.
who was it? It was Soap and the
Soap
other
gets
one.
fucking killed,
It
doesn't
was.
he?
It was.
I feel like Soap
Price.
does die.
Soap and
Cap-
Price, right?
Captain Price,
Yeah.
and there was
So-
Gaz.
Price
Soap
survives,
dies,
though.
and then Price avenges his death at the end. And that's
Yeah,
how it ends.
yeah.
It ends
Because
with
you're
Price avenging
soap in
Soap's
which
death.
one? for
You're
the most
Soap in the
part?
first one.
In the
Modern
first
Warfare
one,
yeah.
but not 2.
You're Soap, and then you're like
And then you see Soap.
Price's mentor, right? And then in 2, I think you're Price. God, I'm probably getting this wrong.
They're so forgettable.
They are, but
They
then
switch
they-
back and forth.
I remember
Yeah.
2 being the first time you see Soap, because you're not him anymore.
Because you're
Yeah.
outside
He
of
like
it.
grabs you and you're like. "Ugh."
That being said, it has one of the most memorable, or at least I think it was one, right? It has one of the most memorable levels.
Gilly level.
Which one?
All
sniper
Gilly
one?
Gilly's in the mist.
Yeah.
We take his armor.
the
when you're in
sniper.
Chernobyl. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then like the chopper blades are like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good game.
Good. I also Modern Warfare 2 has quite a memorable level when you're a terrorist murdering tons of civilians
Which
in the
one?
airport.
Which one
That
is the
did
one where the
nothing for me.
general is the
Yeah,
bad
people
guy?
freaked out about that.
I think it's good that
Is
did
that
nothing
2 or
for
3
you.
where the general is the bad guy?
I
And,
think
like,
that's
you,
2.
The 2,
I
you
think
have to
that's 2,
defend
'cause
that
that's
house
the
on the
whole
Russian
fucking thing,
countryside,
right? Doesn't-
and then you escape. And you
Doesn't
run up
2
on a
have
plane
that
and you-
fucking that training thing in the beginning where you like
You
just
can turn
shoot
and
the
shoot 'em?
general and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, because it's gonna be bad later.
Yeah,
If only you knew,
What's his name?
because
Shepard.
you fail. I think that's 2.
I think you're right. I think that is 2. But yeah, 3 felt really forgettable. 2, I didn't like the ending. That was the dumb one where you just have the fucking fist fight forever, and it's all quick time events, and it's like
Oh.
it's after you have the boat race in the like through the desert.
Race through the desert?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. I
yeah.
remember that. It's like it's jet ski. It's not a boat, right?
Is it a jet ski?
It's something like that.
God, that's doing nothing for me. I
Yeah.
remember that
The
nothing.
only
You're
one
going
I
through,
remember
like,
it.
You're going through like a Utah-looking desert, and it's not. It's like Afghanistan. And then there's always dudes on bridges shooting down at you, and you're just like trying to dodge boats, and
Huh.
then you fall for a while, and then you get into a fist fight.
What's the one where the woman the president woman, you have to go in the White House and save her.
The president woman.
I don't remember. Is that the
White
one?
House.
I remember there's one. I think it's Modern Warfare 1 is when you're in Washington and all the shit's falling out of the sky.
That's 2.
That's 2? Then it might be
two.
that one. Because you're right. That's at the White House.
Oh, I remember that part.
That was
See,
awesome.
these
Because wasn't
games-
that Keith David? He was like, shit's falling out of the sky! And it's like,
Which is
there's
the
like planes
one?
falling all over the
Which
place.
is the one where the dude you're with gets on the sub and launches the nuclear missile and starts like World War III? That's 2 or 3.
I don't fucking remember
I
that
don't
at all.
remember that at all.
The crazy thing, like Modern Warfare 1 doesn't feel that long ago to me, but
is.
it's pushing like
Old as
what,
dicks.
8 years.
Do you
ago?
remember back? However, do you remember when we went and we had Call of Duty week and we did a multiplayer Let's Play in Modern Warfare 1, and we were all like, "Holy shit, this was way more fun than any other FPS we've played in a long time." It's fucking awesome.
Fucking
It's because it's just running around with a gun.
thinking about like how old it is, dude. I was thinking about it today.
What the hell, man?
Jeff's bleeding on the table. Stop, Jeff.
Quit losing pieces
Yeah,
of
I know,
yourself.
right?
Oh yeah, my foot fell off the other
Yeah.
day.
Your foot did fall off.
You described it as like shaving a medallion of your foot off.
I don't know what happened. I just got to take a piss in the middle of the night, and
Yeah,
my
you got
foot hurt.
blood
and then
on
when
your
I
fingers
came,
there.
when I woke up in the morning, there was just blood everywhere.
Was it like was there a puddle? Did you have a pool?
No, it was like dry blood on the sheet, and then it's
just
like
a little.
and it was like about that size, just like shaved off my foot.
I think
like
it's
a
one of the
circle.
most jarring things to see that you're bleeding and you didn't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if you just like lost a callus, like maybe you just ripped off,
Maybe I don't know. It was weird.
and you never found the piece.
No, it was hanging off. It was like flapping.
Oh, it was
I had
still
to,
on
like,
there.
I had to, like,
You had
cut
to
it
rip
off.
it off.
Okay.
I cut it. But
Yeah.
With what?
Scissors?
Oh, God.
What else would I cut it with? I pulled out my Bowie knife.
Yeah, laser, Jeff. You use a laser beam.
Look, you need to go to a medical professional to have that
I
done.
don't know,
okay?
you can like crimp it or something and then it just...
How is that
So
better?
cutting is like, you
It's
cut
like
it!
slicing with a
Cut
knife.
it! You're a madman! You crimp it! What does that mean?
Look, what you do is you put a rubber band on it real tight and just wait for it to fall
That's
off on
way
its own.
better. I would definitely do that. I wouldn't slice it off with
No,
scissors.
no, because then it just flaps
Oh,
and it's
that'd be
way more
awful.
painful. You rip it off or you cut it off and you be done with it.
Yeah.
And
Yep. Move on with your life.
That's it. Just rip
You're
the
a
Band-Aid
very
off.
Band-Aid off kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
I will
oh.
shoot it off of me. Just give me a gun and I'll blast it right off.
How long did you wait when you were losing a tooth as a kid? Like, how far gone would it have to be before you finally was like,
He would try to tape him back
Listen,
in.
Meg
Yeah.
finally convinced him. Just let him go. Just get rid of him.
No, they would just end up like swinging on one string.
That
of
one
gum,
little
and
string
I'd just be
that-
like, "Pop," and they'd fly out.
did you ever have any fallout that you didn't realize were gone? Like, did you wake up one morning like, oh, no? Okay, I mean either. Yeah,
Just making a face.
No, but the way he said it,
Yeah.
I feel like he's lying.
it's a thing, right?
Yeah, I guess. Like, sometimes kids eat them.
Well, I'm still looking for
they
somebody
swallow
to
them by
tell
accident.
me that they
They
did
come
it.
out like corn too.
Yeah,
Not
I
actually like
imagine.
corn, but
What?
they
Yeah,
come out
probably like teeth.
in the same
but,
way as
yeah,
corn.
as
Explain that.
Like they
Well,
don't digest, they just come out.
corn
Oh, they
comes
just go
out
pass
in your
over,
poop,
okay,
and
yeah.
I imagine teeth also comes out in your poop.
But
is what
some
he's saying.
corn does digest.
Yes.
Well, I assume it
yes,
was just
obviously, because
It's
you know,
the husk.
I like to eat more than 4 pieces of corn.
Like I never
okay?
shit out like 800. Yeah, Colonel
It's like a
McCoy.
machine gun.
Well, some of them are on the inside, you know.
Oh, the corn's coming!
It's like that carrot.
It's like
It's
a
like the-
rabbit shitting.
It's like if you had
the
cream
sh-
corn
the-
and it all came out.
Oh,
It's like the character in Garden Warfare, right? It shoots corn.
oh yeah.
I've never
Only
actually
from an
seen
anus.
any corn in my feces.
Ever?
Nope.
You have
I
not
mean,
been looking.
Do you stop to examine it?
Yeah, any peanuts? Do you
No.
look at it when you flush it?
Oh,
or you
peanuts
just
the
like-
same?
Yeah, you
Sometimes
see
red
little
peppers
peanuts.
too.
You kind of you crunch up peanuts though, so you don't really.
I'm just saying,
They're not as
they'll
noticeable.
make their way in. Nuts like to make their way in.
What's the largest piece of food you've accidentally swallowed?
What do you mean?
This came up for me the other day because I was eating.
I ate
was
a
at
half a
birthday.
hot dog once on accident. I thought I was gonna die.
It happens, right?
I was in high school and I like took a bite and then like somebody made me laugh and I went "Ugh," and like that much hot dog went down my throat and was stuck there and I was like I
can-
and then it just like went down.
I had that
actually-
once with spaghetti where I just swallowed like what I thought was a small mouthful of spaghetti, but it was still attached.
That's what I was gonna say.
Everything else in my mouth and it all got sucked down. I was like,
That's what I was gonna say. That's my easiest answer. I would say spaghetti. I ate a shitload of spaghetti growing up,
Yeah.
and it would be a regular thing. Like I would never choke on it. I never choked on spaghetti, but I'd be wolfing it down, and it'd get to that point where I'm like,
Between this conversation,
oh, okay, it's down my throat.
this conversation and the lack of kolaches, I'm fucking starving.
Sorry, Jeff. Sorry, Jeff.
I want to eat a hot
Do we
dog.
need to start getting food on the
Oh,
bar
yeah,
too?
why do I have bar snacks?
That's a good idea. We'll get
I
peanuts
want
or
hot dogs
something.
and spaghetti and corn.
I had that come up just last weekend
I had a
because I went to a
steak
birthday
bagel this
party.
morning.
Oh, a steak bagel?
Well, from McDonald's, steak, egg, and cheese. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do they have bagels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, really trying to get that business back, aren't they?
I mean, they've had bagels for years.
Really?
Since before I moved here.
So
Okay.
is there a fridge taped to the back of this set?
It's a full fridge.
Oh, I was
Yes,
like, how
it
is
is
this
a
cold?
full standing fridge. You did a
lovely.
great job pouring that.
They took all the
I don't know
shelves
how
out.
to do
It's
that. Like,
just
how-
like a
you
keg
just
and
tilt
the
it.
carbonation.
I mean, I tilted it. That happened.
I don't know.
Like, okay, fill it up. See if you get any head.
I'll get some.
Yeah.
Anyway, you ate a hot dog at a birthday?
No, it wasn't a hot dog. I was filling up a fruit tray. And I was like, I'll just pop a piece of pineapple because you know how it is when you go to a kid's birthday. It's like you got to just eat the scraps around the edge
Yes.
whenever you can.
Yeah.
And then I had something in my mouth and I turned around and it got to that point in your throat
Fair
where
point.
you can't get it back up, but
Yeah.
it's not right down. And I actually had an internal conversation with myself about what do I do? I'm in the middle of a room with all these kids and
do I
like
do?
parents. I'm
So
like,
wait, on the options, choke it back up or die? Like, what's the other option?
I didn't know at the time. Like it's not a situation I'd really encountered. So I was like, well, I guess I just have to swallow
I
it.
guess I'll die.
Did I,
I didn't think this is where it was all gonna end.
did I show you that
Don't
video
watch
of
kids.
the guy from the UK swallowing hot dogs whole?
Oh my god,
Oh.
that was
I heard you guys talk about it.
insane.
Didn't one come up?
There was
right?
this bunch of dudes
No,
in the UK.
three.
I mean, can we get it to play?
It's
Don't
called
let's throw it up on the
they're
screen or
called
something.
Dude, Where's My Challenge? And he's like taking hot dogs from a can about this big. He just goes,
In England, that's how
He's
they
like
do it, by
dipping
the
in
way.
water.
They're in fucking cans.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
really cheap Frankfurt.
can is gross.
Yeah, he eats 18 full hot dogs and 3 come back up.
He just sucks them down. He literally takes whole hot dogs, sticks them down his throat. There's
Right.
one point where he's kind of like gagging, and he just goes, "Ugh," and it's in an instant. It looks like
Yeah.
one, but
They
on
actually-
replay, 3
Yeah.
hot dogs come out at
It
the
comes out
exact
so
same time.
fast that they had to do a slow-mo replay to see all 3 come out.
And he's just got 3 full hot dogs. And then does he leave them? He doesn't eat those again.
How many frames
right?
per second?
No,
was
he
the-
doesn't eat
was the
them.
replay?
That's just
There's
how
a
it
moment
ends.
where you're watching and you're like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? And he's like, nope. And he just
He's not like Jeff's dog.
It's so impressive. I love watching stuff like that because it means I'll never have to do that or witness it. In
What
real
does
life.
that mean?
Gavin was
If that
literally.
guy hadn't filmed that, Gavin would be like,
Gavin
"I
was
gotta do
dunking
it."
hot dogs. He was like, what's this? What? Oh, thank God. No, someone else did it.
He calls up Meg. He's like,
Dan,
guess what, honey?
Dan, it's off. Meg, I'm coming home tonight.
It's just interesting, like how many whole hot dogs can a person fit inside
Ryan,
them?
why are you answering Meg's phone? Put Meg on. Tell her I'm coming home.
It's interesting, but it's not something I feel like I need to experience firsthand. All right.
Yeah.
And it's why would you need to know? Because that's different for every person,
I
right?
just love knowing. It's like, wow, it's fascinating. 15
What do you
hot dogs.
do? You think 15 would be your number?
No, I'd be
Is
like
it
8.
that like your hot dog number?
8, you'd be like
You couldn't
3.
do 8.
No.
You could do 2.
Oh, you mean whole? I couldn't
Whole.
do any. It
Oh.
would just shoot
Well,
back
what
up
were you
like an
talking
ejector
about
valve.
then?
I mean, like, how many could I fit inside me?
Oh, like
I
eating.
mean,
them.
that's easily testable.
Yeah,
You don't have to swallow them whole. We could just chop them up.
Or just get a blender.
Yeah. Oh.
He couldn't drink that.
What a meat slurry. Oh.
Yeah.
By the way, they say that those give you cancer, so don't eat hot dogs.
Hot dogs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Processed
That's
meat.
say
boy.
that there's like a certain kind of like crab AIDS that's going around right now where you can't eat crab because all the crabs have like.
I'm
eaten
good. I
this-
don't eat
Crab
crab.
AIDS.
So.
Well, I don't think anybody eats real crab. It's all imitation.
You
Well,
can have,
you
like,
go to
an
fucking
actual-
Baltimore.
Yeah,
some
I think all
crab.
like the California style
What?
crab.
It's fresh crab.
Yeah. River
That's
crab.
what they're known for.
It's true.
You all right?
Crab AIDS. Do we need to start like another marathon? Not marathon. What's the telethon for crab AIDS?
To prevent it and like.
I don't know. What do you want to do with
Rid
it? Do you
the
want to
world of
prevent
crab
it?
AIDS.
Do you
Is it
wanna-
actually AIDS?
It's not AIDS.
Say,
It's like
do we-
bad crab.
Did we have that Sausage Fest poster last week? I can't remember.
I don't
was
think it was
sitting over
up.
there.
It was over there.
Oh, why was it over there?
I don't know.
So it was off the set last week.
That one also is new.
Yeah.
Cursing and the use of foul language is prohibited.
It's
while on these premises.
It's funny because it's not.
Right,
Right? That's
yeah,
the
it's
joke.
totally fine.
It's
Ironic.
like fuck that sign.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the
Do whatever we
Achievement
want.
Hunter logo right in the O, so it's clearly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
Ryan.
this is fancy. These are cheap. Look, $266 a month. Roosterteeth.com. There you go.
I think the Sausage Fest would make a good shirt.
Presented by Achievement Hunter.
You want to? Oh, Jeff, you want to take this time to
right.
insult John some more? Like maybe make some more products, or you want to
Why? What was happening there?
really cut him? Well, I mean,
Can we have that be a segment?
we kind of fired in last week. I think we kept it well rounded, where we just insulted a number of people. It wasn't really like,
Right.
planned attacks. But Jeff had some discouraging words for John, to which John ran out and added this little sticky note to my cup.
I'm
as
glad that
can
you
see
made it.
here,
People,
which is the hot. He wrote "Hot Topic Podcast,"
He definitely on top of things here.
and then I hung it over there.
people get so offended so easily.
Yeah.
Everybody's so sensitive.
It's funny because we don't care. Like that's what we do every day in our room is not care. We're in this little box of hate. So to me, it's really like, not, like in all honesty, we had that whatever conversation we had last week. I'm like, oh, we weren't mean at all.
No,
and
no.
other people were like, you guys were kind of mean. And I was like,
The people,
that's normal.
The people that think that's mean should never build a time machine and go back to like seasons 3 through 7 of Red versus Blue and sit in a room with Bernie and Gus for 17 hours a day.
So they were getting ready for the first 2 seasons, and then they really
the
kicked
first
it
season
up
we were
in season 3.
season 3 was when it became a business, right? It
Gotcha.
became an industry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was when we were starting to work every day. And
What
all
was
day.
the what was the worst argument that ever happened? During production of RVB.
That you can talk about. Because I'm assuming we won't hear the worst.
War?
Just change the names. Sally said to
All right.
Davey.
Yeah. So Muss.
This Moss was talking to Fernie.
Yeah, Muss and Fernie were coming now. Matt and Fernie used to get into a lot of arguments about libertarianism. I remember.
Really, libertarianism.
Yeah,
Different
yeah.
times.
and those would get pretty heated. But God, I don't know.
I just remember a couple of times at the Congress office, being in the back room with you, and Gus would just come in and sit down on the couch, and they'd just be like yelling between like Bernie and Matt or Joel, like arguing about politics, and Gus would just be like, come and sit on his laptop in the back.
That did used to happen a lot. There was a director's commentary that we scrapped for, I think it was season 2 or 3.
Was that the one that Gus left?
Gus said, "Fuck you guys, I'm out." I've never seen Gus get beaten down before.
What'd you do?
I can't talk about it.
See? We did it! I knew it.
Bernie and I got too drunk.
It's
and
so mean they can't even repeat it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not repeatable. That was pretty bad.
Right. Well, I kind of had that. I didn't think it was that bad last week.
Nothing in the company has been as bad.
No,
since
no.
Right,
wasn't that.
exactly.
Yeah.
I watched the podcast on Saturday, I guess. Like
This
when
podcast?
Yeah, episode 1. I'm
Nobody
watching
watched
it.
this podcast. Hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it has now.
this series, but not this episode.
Right.
I was like 5 minutes in, and I'm just like, people are not gonna like us. Like people that we work with are not
was
gonna
not-
like this
oh, yeah.
podcast.
Well, I mean, he didn't like it.
I know
I was
exactly.
fine with it.
He
I was
wasn't
fine with it. I was fine with it because of this show. Like, as long as I can come on the next show and say,
Well, that was like the whole fucking week since
Yeah.
last week. Ryan's like, "Well, you didn't invite me." I'm
but
like, well,
here's
there's like 12 people in Achievement Hunter. Ryan, we
Dude,
can't
I
have every
broke my
person
record.
on every
Look
week.
at that.
Jeff, come on.
I want to see if I can do even better.
You did better than Gavin.
There's a
I
difference.
feel like I have never poured a beer in my life, and I feel like I could do better.
Well,
than
he's
that.
intentionally.
You can't do
doing
better
it.
than that.
You can't get more foam
Ryan,
than that.
give it
I'm
a go.
sure.
One
You
of us-
can't
one
get
of us will drink
100%
it.
Yeah,
foam.
we'll drink it.
All right.
It's right here. It's the black one.
Third from the left.
Black one? Okay.
Yeah.
I got this.
So you know what I learned last time I filled it up? When you let go, I don't know why I thought it did because it doesn't. I thought it snapped back,
gonna be like, wow.
and it didn't. I let go and it just poured beer for like 4 seconds, and I was like, oh, whoops.
Like, not great.
That's still better than Gavin.
better
It's
than mine,
probably equal to Gavin.
But I feel like there can be like stuff said on the podcast, like you're jipping Ryan on the podcast, and he can be like,
You can't say the word jip.
He'll be like, I'm saving that.
Yeah.
He'll be like, I'm saving
It's
that for next
anti-gypsy.
week.
I know.
There you go.
I know.
Is that-
you
Alright.
can't say
Are
gypsy.
there still gypsy? What do you
can't
say?
say that.
Romani.
No, but I'm saying
There's
that's
a TV show that's like My Big Gypsy
doesn't
Wedding.
matter. Can't say it. You my big boop wedding.
You can say
Can't say
gypsy.
it. No. You can't.
You can't say.
You can't say it.
What are they?
No, I mean they're gypsies.
Demon
But
people,
Other
right?
people on Tumblr told me that I can't say that. That's all I'm saying. Like I know, for example, Lindsay.
Devil claws for
Lindsay
hands.
listens to shitloads of music. I get all my music
stealing all
through
the
her.
money and the
Anyway,
children.
what I was saying, you were gypsying Gus last week. He was
Yeah.
getting like, oh, I'll save this up for
the
next
full
week.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's
But it was more than that because you were like genuinely livid. You were like frowning and just like sulking.
well. See, I wasn't, but it makes it sound better if you say that, which is what we're all about, right? We don't take it seriously.
No, he was pissed.
And everyone just
Oh.
keeps telling me you were mad, Ryan. I wasn't there. They
No.
were like, no, Ryan was.
I was
really
fine
mad.
with it. Gavin was having a shit fit when you guys left the room. He's like, "It's the first. I'm the creative director now of Rooster Teeth. I should have done this first goddamn podcast."
He brought it back though.
Well, now he's lying about stuff.
Well,
that never
here's
happened.
what's funny about
I don't know,
that too.
Isn't that what we're doing?
I don't know. That
we
sounds
were,
believable.
We were all
That
being
actually sounds
serious.
believable.
That's very believable
Yeah.
that he threw that fit. He's
We
been
did-
fucking getting bitchy lately.
I'll
Let
tell
me
you guys. I'll tell you guys a story. I can't go into details because we had the managers
Of course
retreat.
you can. Oh yeah, that's why I'm glad
2
that
full
both
days.
of you are here.
Gavin and I at a
Yeah.
fucking shitty country
Fucking
club.
managers
right,
over here.
being managers.
Right.
Gavin speaks up a lot because he's got stuff to say, but he starts off every sentence with a creative director here, and
Right.
he must have said that 400 times. Like every
Yeah,
time Gavin
CD,
was up, like,
CD.
what does anybody think about this merch idea? And Gavin go, creative director here, and I think Blue is a better color.
I think
I'm, like,
you're a fucking
genuinely-
idiot.
Genuinely worried that people might think that's true.
Dude, get this. So last week, right?
Imagine if I was like
last
that.
week, he's like,
I don't
last
have to
week,
imagine, Gavin.
Okay, we know you, Patrick, right? Salazar. He's like, hey, you know.
Patrick was there, by the way. He can corroborate all that.
He knows. He knows.
Creative director here.
Yeah, the whole weekend. I talked to Patrick before we started the podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, Gavin kept bitching at me for looking at him in the eye. I don't know what he wants me to do about it."
Yeah.
But he asked me last week, like, "Hey, you know, what should we do for credits as far as like, you know, creator, producer, all this?" And I was like, "Listen, okay, Jeff, you know, like executive producer. We'll both be creators, sure. Why not? Gavin." Fucking assistant. List him as an assistant.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Credits
Like a PA
roll.
or-
Credits roll. Assistant producer.
Yes.
He creative directed it. He like
Yeah.
went over to Patrick and was like, "Don't you fucking dare!
didn't.
Don't you dare list me as assistant."
You got the first half right.
I mean, you got to.
What, am I like PA this week? What am I on this week?
I don't know. I didn't say anything. You're probably either the same thing or
Gavin's-
nothing.
I'm sure they'll figure something
Go
out.
ahead and put Gavin. List
we put
Gavin as
dickhead?
production baby.
Security. That's usually what they call it, right?
What is the lowest down job in the film industry? Is it just PA?
I mean, you know.
Yeah,
Why would you ask
fluffer.
us? You have worked in it more than anybody here.
I don't know. I mean, runner.
Then
was-
how the
I
fuck
think
would
runner-
we know?
What was harder, fluffer or production assistant?
Well, this is the thing I said to Gavin the other
comment.
day. Like, I guess just from like Laser Team and the productions post Laser Team that we've worked on, which have been very like closer to, I don't know, like film and TV productions, as opposed to like the old Rooster Teeth, like just fucking slap it out and get out there. PA, I guess, is like the lowest, but at the same time is totally super important. And, you know, like one of the most important jobs there. It's like a weird thing where it's a title. You are PA. If someone's PA, it's like, oh, I'm PA. But at the same time, like if you're not a PA, it's like the most offensive thing in the world. Like, oh, I'm not a PA. I work in this department.
I was a PA when I lived in Jersey, and it was easily the shittiest job.
It sucks, but it's
like
super important
ground
too.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, none of the productions would work without him. They're just not
Yeah.
like
Like
technical.
I,
so
again, just
they're not
us
specialists.
us on Laser Team. Like I don't think we dealt with anyone more than hair and makeup and PAs. Like the whole fucking shoot. So to me, it's just kind of it's like this thing of like, you know, it's a shitty title, but at the same time, I mean, it's the actual title, and it's super important to the
Yeah.
film.
I mean,
What
in
are we
England,
gonna
they were
eat
always
for
called,
lunch?
they were called
I
runners.
don't know. What do you want, Jeff? But don't say where you want to go because we are live. Just say what you want, and we can find a place.
You want spaghetti?
You want spaghetti?
Some
Hot dogs?
delicious
You
spaghetti.
want hot dogs? You
Whole
want
hot dogs?
sandwiches that
you
sometimes are
ever-
hot,
Dog
sometimes
vomit.
they're
How about
cold.
some dog
As a
vomit?
kid, did you ever have those Heinz spaghetti and sausages cans?
What?
Like little spaghetti, like micro hot dogs that were like this big in tomato sauce.
So you're talking about like basically like SpaghettiOs, but with hot dogs.
Yeah, and it was like actual spaghetti.
Is it
wasn't
like Vienna sausages kind of things? Or
I don't think I had that. I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't
They were
think
like
I don't think I really had
crappy,
that.
but
What do you think
like, as a
that's-
kid, there was like, I was like, oh.
is there a pasta in a can that isn't really crappy?
I don't think so. I think it's all crap.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Progresso fucking cost the most though.
They have Progresso.
You got a cool email the other day.
Progresso?
Can
Is
you
that
talk
what it's
about
called? Progresso?
no.
it?
But I will.
You got an email from a guy that's a guy that we know, and you might make something with that guy. And then in
Nice.
6 to 8 months,
I
you'll talk
basically
about it.
yesterday I got an email, and then like the 13-year-old version of me inside me leapt up and popped a boner.
Look,
Yeah.
cleaners.
He
Oh,
actually
there's
said to me,
wieners in a can.
He actually said to me, we were in the office, and he goes, oh, and he goes, hey, Jeff. And I go, what's up? And he goes, creative director here. Come over and check this
Yeah.
out. I want you to look at this email.
He was like, "Hey Jeff," and you're like, "What's up, Gab?" He's like, "Don't fucking talk to me."
It's like, I'm not speaking to you as Gavin right now. I'm speaking to you as creative director.
Right. This is a listen only conversation.
I thought we'd run all of these jokes, like the big long running jokes, into the ground, and I don't ever expect new ones.
You actually, the
What is
other
it?
day, this is the other
We
by
didn't
the other day,
expect
like,
you to be creative director. You
the
pulled
other
the
day,
fast
like,
one on all of us. Huh?
The other day, like 2 years ago, the other day, Gavin, we're driving over and he goes, you know,
just last year.
I really thought the thing where you make fun of the way I say things differently would have gotten old 6 or 7 years ago, but it's just something I'm going to deal with for the rest of my life, isn't it?
It always still catches me off guard, like even like with new people too. Like
I know exactly what you're talking about, right there.
Like I had a conversation. It was about like a video that we were putting out, and I just said my response, and it got repeated back to me in my accent. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not from here." Like I always forget that
Yeah.
I sound different to everyone else because I hear everyone else and I don't really hear me.
it's
But
funny.
it's like I always jolts my memory. Like, oh yeah, I'm from
So
England.
when you talk to another person from there, does it like
He doesn't like it.
sound weird?
It actually
No.
does. Like if I hear an English voice amongst the voices that I'm, because it's like every time I go back to England, it's like maybe 20 minutes of just getting used to it again. But when I hear it here and it's completely out of context, I'm like, English person.
Get out.
We were drinking. Gavin and I think Griffin and I were drinking with a friend, John Mike.
Yeah.
This is maybe a year ago or more. We were at a bar, and
Damn it!
How
How do you
doing,
do it?
Right there.
Ryan did it better
It's a
than
clean
you.
glass.
Yeah, you did say you drink it too.
Did you suck on this or anything?
I didn't touch it all. I
Yeah,
picked it up
Ryan
from there.
sucked on it. He's like, I can't stop myself.
so
Just
we're
gotta
hanging
taste
out,
some of the beer.
having a great time drinking at this bar.
And why wouldn't you?
And it's like one of them was a mezcal bar. We were drinking mezcal, and
I don't know what
that
that is.
means, but sure.
some dude comes up and he goes,
He's drinking
he's
Mancal.
like, oh, John Moore, it's me, baby." and John
like
Mike's, yeah, and they have a conversation, and Gavin's like, who the fuck is this? And John Mike goes, oh, this is my other British friend, and Gavin goes like, and he sulked the rest of the night. And when the
gotta
guy
ask
finally left, he's like, because Gavin's drunk enough to be honest,
Right.
and he's like, I don't
He gets
fucking
like
like this other British dude running around. And he's
Running
like,
around.
he's like, John Mike, who have you known longer, me or him? And he's like, I've known him for like 11 years. He's like,
Gavin's the other British.
"Gah."
I basically just jokingly said, you have other British friends? He's like, yeah, I totally knew him even longer than you. I was like,
Yeah.
like salty.
I gotta
Yeah,
say,
it
soldier.
sounds like
You've known him for how long?
I have known him since 2004.
I mean, online, 2003.
Well,
I'm saying
in person.
In
we
a
met
context,
2004.
in person, yeah.
So 11 years.
And that's the best Gavin impression you can do.
It's Jeff though. It's always insulting.
I'm not trying to do an accurate Gavin
Okay.
impression. I'm trying to be insulting.
A mocking
It's
one.
funny
Okay, I got
because like I thought about it as you were doing it, and I was just like, man, Jeff will always be insulting. It's like it's exactly the voice you want to make.
Do you
and
think
you're nailing it?
when
I'm not trying to be
you're,
respectful.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not
No,
trying to
fair,
actually
fair.
sound like Gavin.
do you think when you're old and on your deathbed, in like
Yes.
3 or 4 years, that you'll be like, and you'll be like, like when I come and visit you,
Yeah.
you'll do it?
Do you think?
I'll be
you-
like, oh, who came in the door?
do you think?
He's the creative director.
You gonna see me off then?
You direct away this cancer, please.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think in 3 to 4 years, when you're dying, when you're wasting away in your deathbed, you'll have achieved a disgusting beard that Gavin has now?
No.
Like, I don't think. You can
I don't
pull
know
it
whether
off.
to down your beard. I think you got a good beard.
It looks awful. You just look old and you look tired, and you complain about it like I don't like it as
Well,
much
I
as
can
you.
That's
complain
the
about-
weight of his position
I
that
can-
you're seeing.
Yeah, it could be. That could be it.
I complain about the new stuff I discover. Like, I'll be at my desk, maybe an hour or so after I've taken a shower, and I'll be like, oh, and there's like loads of water pooled in my beard
True.
because I don't know how to have a beard yet.
also,
So I'm,
like several times,
wringing out my
just
beard.
this podcast, you've had foam like all
Yeah, I'm
over.
not used to it. It's always going to my
beard?
skin.
I was
A beard?
laughing. I was laughing at you at one point while they were talking, and you just started wiping your face because you knew.
A beard is like one of those camel packs that runners wear with the little thing that comes around. If you put a straw in your beard in your mouth, you could drink for like an hour.
Although
It holds
there
water
are some
forever.
benefits. For example, in a long meeting, something to do. Sort of,
I've been doing it the entire podcast.
yeah. It's just like,
Yeah.
I can hang off it.
Does it feel smarter when you
off
do this?
it.
Or do you feel like,
No, I don't feel smarter by any means.
Did that make you feel like pensive?
Look like a.
It's just funny because you hit a point where you walked into work. I was either earlier this week or the end of last week, and I looked at you and I was like,
What a piece of
shave
shit.
your fucking
Oh, right.
beard.
Yeah,
What the
that was
fuck?
And I wrote a journal about this. That was the week I got a beard. Obviously, I'd had facial hair
Yeah.
for like 5 weeks or something because I always have some sort of facial hair. I'm never clean shaven, really. But people all of a sudden noticed that it became beard status, and you were like, "You shave, you disgusting animal!" And then someone else was like, "Nice beard."
Fucking Gus decided to come to work today finally.
Yeah. Hey Gus.
Looking
Bye, Gus.
good.
He wandered over. What's up?
You were talking about me earlier.
He
Who was?
talking about him.
I was, yeah, because I've been trying to see you since like 7:30.
It's true. He
Motherfucker doesn't come to work.
He swung by your office earlier and he was greeted with Bethany. And he was, oh no, wow. He gave you like a hand
Wow.
wave and he just left. He's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
17
that's
years of friendship right there.
proof though that if I was like the 6th person that week to say, what the fuck is with your beard? Shave it. It's too far. It's too much.
I agree.
That's your face. You're like, I agree. I'm waiting to get rid of it.
It was honestly a fun experiment to see if I could do a manly one. Like some of them were just like,
Well-
I mean, I'd say it's like 6, 7 out of 10 to manliness.
The thing is, like, it maybe if you just like did a close up of your beard, but it's still attached to your face.
Right.
So
Not a
it's
manly
like
face.
you could put that beard on a 9-year-old kid, and I wouldn't call him manly. You know what I mean? Like that kid.
You wouldn't
dude,
maybe call him a wolf man, but yeah.
I would call a doctor. I'd say maybe he got that new crab AIDS or something.
Or that hirsute disease where they just grow it all over their face.
So what's the longest facial you've had?
Slice of fish. It went on for hours, man.
Stop! They just kept putting stuff on me.
Is it the whole team?
It's so moisturizing.
I think my skin's good, guys. I think it's good.
So refreshing. I
take
not
the
much
goggles
longer
off?
this.
So you're not just keen to try it, see what it look like?
My wife hates this.
She hates that. She wants you
That?
clean shaven.
So she wants you clean shaven and fat.
Yes.
Interesting.
That is the preference that I've been able to discern.
Your wife.
Clean shaven and fat.
Not really.
Your
fat.
wife gets a bad rap.
Well, it's
You-
from
she does-
Ryan.
she does get-
You talk some shit about.
I
your
say
wife.
some very nice things about my wife.
Well, it's like she gets a bad rap, not in a shitty way, but like in an authoritative way. Like she gets the rap of like, man, she doesn't let Ryan do anything because Ryan's always
What are
like,
you talking about? Like she
Ryan's
doesn't-
always like,
she hates
"Oh,
the beard.
You know, she yells at me. And I
I'm
come
wearing a
home, and then
beard.
She does this. You're wearing the beard, but the next video you'll be like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I got that beard. Lori can't stop me. But she did have a long talk with me about it. So I will be shaving it soon.
So do you
Hey,
think?
look, unless you're, I'm sure you guys can back me up on this. Powerful women are attractive.
Yeah,
It's true.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
I mean, obviously, you have the beard that you don't want, so.
So does that mean whenever you're clean shaven, you were probably trying to get laid the night before?
Well, as a man, I feel like I'm never not trying to get laid. In some,
point.
I hope you're not trying now.
I mean, I might be saving something up for later.
What are you saving up?
Not with you.
He's gonna carry this conversation later to the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I'm not sure
Somehow.
how that'll work, but it'll happen somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a way
It was,
either.
it was a silent
I
glance.
think you're gonna have another kid by accident.
God no, God no. I need to go get the.
Yeah, you
Should
need
do
to get
that?
snips now.
What if
You
this whole
should.
thing falls through?
But you can undo that.
What whole thing falls
Yeah,
through?
so
Marriage.
What am I gonna do? Make some more kids?
It's like, Ryan,
How's
what if your life goes to shit and you need to have more kids?
What if you need to get that extra government money?
What if
I don't think that works with your own kids.
What
I'm
if
not
your
sure how that
current
works.
kids don't want anything to do with you anymore, and you're like,
So
I need,
you
I
make
need a new
another
one.
one?
Make new
Yeah.
ones.
You
All
want
right,
me to-
family B.
Am I gonna make good on the threat? Like I could take you out of this world, make another one just like you.
Well, why does anyone start a second family? When
Because
I don't
they're
know because
narcissistic
usually on
assholes.
accident,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not even started one.
What do I mean? Do you mean like?
Please don't.
Why do they have us? No,
like
you're not
someone-
talking about like I have a family in every area code. You're
No,
talking about
like,
like
second marriage kids. It's
Why
because
not?
they want a new kid.
it is. Yeah, sometimes
Well, because you want to start. You want to.
Yeah, well, you have another. It's a
bonding
new
experience.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, those are reversible. Like they can undo that.
What, kids? Yeah, you can.
No,
No,
well,
they're-
well, yes,
Yeah,
but
to a
also
degree.
It's currently
the snip
legal.
snaps.
Is it like?
Snip,
Is it still a
snap,
snip or is it like laser?
Well, you can do
infused?
both.
Yeah, there's
you can
the
do
laser
both.
thing.
You can snip it, but you can also basically like pinch it.
Yeah, the
And then they'll
ligate.
just undo it if
Wasn't
you
there
want
that
to
plot
undo.
line in The Office where Michael gets?
It was just one
gets
conversation.
Like,
Yeah.
retied?
Yeah, he has this conversation with like him and Jan. They're having a dinner party and they're like yelling and having an argument. And he's like, "What about when you said you didn't want kids, so I had a vasectomy, but then you did want kids, so I had it undone. But then you didn't want kids again, so I had it again." So it's like snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. Do you know the toll that 3 vasectomies has on a man? He was like, his like eyes are watering as he's saying it. It's one of the best Office episodes in the whole show.
What? You guys are not down with the vasectomy idea?
No, I am. I already told Lindsay like I'd do it.
Yeah.
If we got to the point, because we were talking about like my brother, my sister-in-law is about to have her 3rd kid. He's due, I guess, next month in December.
Well, she's due.
Well, she's due. Yeah, he's due to bust out.
Yeah.
Because it's a he.
Feet first, apparently.
Yeah, feet first. He's like, woo! He's sliding out. It's a 3rd kid, slip and slide. He'll be like, he'll fly right out of there. I like my oldest brother. My mother was in labor for like 16 hours. I fucking walked out. I was like, I just no problem.
She barely noticed.
Yeah, she was just like, huh, what? And there was a kid. It was just there. Drink.
I had sex last night.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nice,
good on you,
Jeff.
man.
Yeah, with my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also a good start.
Trying to make a baby.
Yeah, because okay, so you've been
Yeah, currently
up and
trying.
down for like 2 years now on
That's
that.
what a penis does.
Yeah. Well, you were like, I'm gonna do it, and then you were like, I'm off of it for like a year or maybe close to that.
You just go back and
And
forth.
then you're back on.
I'm off the kids.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Currently up. I mean, not in this moment.
Right.
Well,
You know. Dude, Jeff,
look
it
at
could
it.
be close for us though.
I've decided if. Oh yeah, you guys trying to have a kid?
No, we're not at it yet. It's like almost. We're
I
at
think
the
I'm gonna-
almost part. Like we got the
What
house.
does that mean?
Be
You're,
careful with the
18
almost.
months away. 9
I
months.
don't know.
I'm gonna go for
I don't know.
twins.
Soon.
You gonna go for twins?
Maybe.
I wouldn't. Well, see,
You can't really go for shit.
Yeah,
but-
you have no. You can
you
take
can
the
do-
drugs.
You can take the drugs and stuff.
Yeah,
Believe me, I take a lot of drugs.
doesn't help you.
It helps
Depends
Griffin
on-
though.
yeah,
To
depends
be
on-
fair, because he doesn't have to deal with Jeff.
Can I get this eyelash?
Yeah, go for it.
I've been looking at it the whole time.
Make a wish.
By the way, I go for it for Jeff.
Yeah. For a second
you're
there-
still here. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm 40. I'm getting old.
See, that's the thing.
If I don't have a
like,
kid now, you know.
I am you now. I'm like, if I don't have one before I'm 30.
I guess your wish came back.
I'm
30 was a
old.
great age to have a kid,
Yeah.
but now I have a 10-year-old kid who doesn't give a fuck about me. I
Right.
would like to have a kid that cares about me again.
Right.
So
Yeah,
That lasts for like a month.
it's true.
it lasts for about 7 to 8 years.
My kids
Millie
already
was
don't give a-
fucking.
They might come back
awesome.
though.
Yeah,
Millie
they go back
was-
and
They might
forth.
come
You're
back
right.
around.
Awesome.
They're
and,
not
like,
old enough.
cuddly and hanging out and like, Dad, you're so awesome. You're so cool. Let's
Yeah.
do stuff. You're like the whole world to me.
Yeah.
And now she's just like, I'm like, are you watching YouTube in the bath again? And she's like,
What's it to you?
no, she just won't respond. She'll just be like,
Oh.
and I'm like,
Fucking
fucking
idiot.
turn it off.
Yeah,
Turn off the goddamn
have
laptop.
another kid, that'll show her.
Yeah,
Shit, 'cause
wait.
right now she's your whole
Why,
world.
what's wrong with watching YouTube in the bath?
She's got to be at school in 20 minutes, dude. She doesn't have time to watch some
She
asshole
would just
play
be
Minecraft.
watching TV anyway.
In the bath?
No.
I'm trying
gotta
to get
get
her
her
out the
dressed.
goddamn
Yeah,
door to go to school.
yeah,
She had a math test today. She had a spelling test today.
There's too many things to fuck around with.
If you're
now.
gonna do shit in the
problem-
bath, how about some fucking spelling?
This is like the problem too with like children. Like we've reached the perfect point in society where like you just don't have to be bored. You know, I went to Six
Yeah.
Flags
Uh-huh.
recently and I waited in line for 40 minutes, had my fucking phone.
Yeah.
But
Don't you worry about the future?
I know, but listen, like I didn't have that until I was like 20.
I need more context.
But here's the thing: like everything that anyone came up with was when they were just like had nothing else to do. They were like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm going to think about this. Oh, I invented this." If they're watching YouTube all the time, they're going to invent anything.
I know.
He's right. We're gonna hit
Like
the pinnacle.
people need to be bored to forward the human race.
Right.
Well, they need
I
to-
agree.
But there are people that have jobs that is for.
But the thing is, you also
need to
need-
have money to afford to
You
be bored.
need, I'm sorry, you need like an adult matured brain before you delve into the nonsense. Like I went like 20 years without it. And even now, like, you know, like smartphones and YouTube and you can watch anything wherever you want. And you have cellular and, you know, blah, 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 blah. There's no like, oh, I don't have Wi-Fi because you can't watch it. You can't give that power to like a 7-year-old. They need to go through their life first.
By the way,
and
what you
then
earn
be
it.
giving it to them.
What you just described only happens here. Like the ability to have internet on your phone that's away from
do you mean
Wi-Fi.
here?
In this country.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's like in this room.
If I go back to England, it's like
well, I mean, probably Japan.
Well,
Yeah.
your country
They're probably, yeah,
fucking
you
sucks.
suck. Australia sucks.
But there are
shit.
places
that's
that don't
normal.
suck.
This place is amazing, and everywhere else is normal.
Again, this is like one of the few. It's not the only place. Again, like Japan's probably awesome.
For internet? For
Yeah.
cellular? Is it? I don't know.
Oh no, we're the
Yeah.
U.S. has some of the worst internet.
You're about to go to
speeds per
Japan,
Well,
right?
fucking- well,
You and
isn't that
Meg
like-
are gonna have your little
I don't know if
retreat
that's happening
together.
or not.
Well, it's gonna happen.
Oh,
whether
did
it's-
somebody creatively direct you out of it?
Ryan's looking at Meg for confirmation. Gavin's looking at Meg for disappointment.
It's not announced.
Two
not
men
announced?
both looking at Meg. Ryan likes announcing
I got
shit,
news
by
for
the
you.
way.
It's announced.
Hey, what's your wife doing while you're in Japan?
She's not gonna hang out with you. That's the best part too. I would love to
Good
see.
luck.
I would love to
Hey
see
man,
Gavin.
you want to go take care of my kids?
Yeah.
Have at it.
I would love to
That'd
see
be
Gavin.
amazing.
Gavin's
Gavin's
in
gonna
a
show up for
fucking-
enchilada night finally.
He's gonna fucking show up like Dennis with a fucking bouquet of flowers.
No,
and
it's
just
great.
like, fuck off, bitch. And I was like, oh,
It's
what?
great. They're gonna make content in Japan, and I think me looking after Ryan's kids the whole time would be great content.
Go for it.
The one time
All right.
he looked after my daughter, she almost died. He gave her bad medicine, the wrong medicine. She threw up
Bad medicine,
everywhere.
isn't that
and
a
he goes,
song?
I don't know.
No, okay, you're out.
Right.
Sorry.
Here's what happened.
You're out.
Millie was like,
old
"Oh, I don't feel good." So I was like,
Take this
Jeff,
cocaine.
Hey, Millie said this. What do you got? What can I give her? And you were like, "Give her this." And I was like, "Okay." I gave it to her. She vomited. That's your parenting.
And then Chelsea
That's
came
what I
over.
did.
Channel
Chelsea came
3.
over and I'm like, what did you give her?
I was like, I
don't
read
remember
this
that.
text.
I don't remember it happened that way.
So
I have the text.
You
I have
should
it.
have texted Chelsea.
She was already on her way. I was just filling the gap before I
yeah.
left.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know. Just
And then
know
I
what she-
floated, and I floated the river.
Nah, she's fine.
She's fine. She lived.
He swam away.
And later on that
responsibly.
evening, we had a
Lived
great
till
time.
10 at least.
What did you guys do later that evening?
We hung out.
Well,
Just hung out, watched her
I
vomit.
mean, what else do I ever do with Millie? Just hang out.
Yeah,
we
sure.
go and do stuff together.
Soon you can float the river, right? 10 years.
Think that river will still be navigable?
I don't. I was gonna say if the river's left, if there's any water.
Well, the water's up right now.
What's
man,
up now?
I
the
fucking,
second.
I fucking floated the river once this year. I don't know if you floated.
I
it
didn't
all.
fucking float the river one single time.
I
this
floated
year.
the river
This
once
year
this year.
sucked for
I
me.
didn't realize it. I floated it the weekend they reopened it because it was all the flooding.
You mentioned that. You
I
said
thought
it was like
the first.
fuck.
It was the second day it was open, and it was like as high as a skyscraper, and there was just
That's high.
busted houses and shit everywhere. But there was just like we were the only people on the
So
river.
there was like tons of trash and shit.
you were like
right?
dodging trash and shit.
Oh,
but
sure,
the thing
yeah.
was like every 10 feet it was dead animal. Like you'd just be like, what am I smelling?
And
you'd
you
be
were
like,
in that.
Oh, there's somebody's pet. Yeah, it was gross.
You should have floated the
that was
river
gross.
on
So
one
it
of
wasn't
the
even like
houses.
dead river animal. It was just like
No,
actual...
it was just like dogs.
No, because
that
that was
had
like after the
maybe
like,
some
the flooding and shit.
Yeah,
Like, a
it
couple
was-
there
couple
were
people
people that died in
and-
that.
Yeah. I swam through all of them. It was disgusting.
Well,
How did you not
floated.
get out after the first one?
You floated.
And
'cause
where
you
am I
have
gonna
no
go?
choice. You have to go to
What's
the
your
end.
heart? Have you ever floated the
No.
river?
No, what happens
There's not
is
an exit point halfway through.
Here's in the river. I'm
It's
assuming
called
you,
the bank. You get out on
I'm
it.
assuming
No.
you went to Don's Fish Camp.
I went to Don's Fish
Okay,
Camp.
so here's
he
how it
gonna
works.
do, walk,
You
like, 6
go.
miles?
Yes!
Well, listen. Well, explain
Yeah.
it. You go. You drive to the place, right? You park your car. You get your tickets. You get all that shit. You rent your tube. You get on a bus and you drive like 15 minutes to the river. They drop your ass off. You float back to where you started. So you have to go to the end to get
And
back
there's
to your
no
car.
getting off. There's like it's like
just,
this high.
you just
You'd be,
climb
like,
the
climbing
side.
roots
You climb
to
the
get out.
side of like an embankment, and you're on the road.
Just make a
No car.
make a pile of all the dead animals you're floating.
But
in.
then you have to walk. You still have to walk back to your car.
Which is worse, walking or dead animals?
Dude, walking.
That's like
Really?
saying...
Yeah, it takes forever.
Yeah, that's like saying, would you rather walk from your house to work or ride on a bus filled with dead animals?
You would ride that bus and you get over it.
You gotta be over
That's
by
what I
10.
would do.
You'd have to start walking at 3
Wouldn't bother your
a.m.
wife at all.
That's a lot longer.
How
though,
long would it take you
'cause
to walk to work?
It would take me a long time. I
We
bet
can
I can
plot
find
that
out
on Google, right?
I bet I can find out.
Dude,
Just tell
Corpus
every-
Christi's fucking
Hey,
far.
tell
You want
Yeah,
to throw up your
Corpus Christi.
address? Go right ahead.
Gonna turn it this way. Here we go.
I'm gonna finally see where Ryan lives.
You, okay.
Well, he's
No, I
gonna
don't
say,
know.
do you
Why would
not
I
know?
know?
How the hell did we know, Ryan? You don't hang out with us on the
I
weekends.
know where he
You don't
lives.
invite
He
us
lives
over.
way out west.
It's true.
West Hollywood?
He's
live
not
it-
cool
I
enough
live
for
in
West
that part.
Hollywood.
I'm not.
Ryan's booping buttons on his phone.
He's beeping and he's
I
booping.
think it's
Yeah.
6 hours?
6 hours.
So I was not
Holy
far off when I said
shit.
3 a.m. You want to give yourself time.
You
Catch the
drive a
traffic.
6-hour walk? Damn,
Yes.
that's far.
I do.
Why'd you live so far away?
Because it's a good school district.
That's a good point.
Are you kids in school?
That's a very good answer.
Well, not yet.
Soon, though.
Eli next year.
Eli's close,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is he
Kindergarten?
4 or 5?
He's 4. He'll be 5 next year.
Fucking kindergarten.
Fucking kindergarten. Right?
Fuck kindergarten.
It's a breeze.
I'll fight it.
So
Is
is
it?
that,
Okay.
is that even in Austin?
Yeah. No, it's still in Austin.
Yeah.
It's
Austin's a big
almost
city.
in like.
It is the 11th largest city in America.
It's because it's incorporated, right? It's got all the surrounding, like Lakeway and Round Rock.
Big
and-
Texas land grab.
Well, no, just
Round Rock's not.
Round Rock's
Round Rock is not.
Brown Rock is the place where people who live there say they live in North Austin, but
Right.
it is not.
Round Rock is
It's
where
really
you
more
go
of a-
to IKEA.
South Dallas.
That is
IKEA
true.
is in Round Rock. That's
The
that's
only
correct.
reason I've been to Round Rock.
And there's a Rudy's right next to
There
it.
is a Rudy's. I was gonna say I've been
That
to
has
the
a-
Rudy's Round Rock many times coming back from Dallas.
It's got a sign on it that said voted worst barbecue in Texas.
That's every Rudy's has that. sign.
What? Did it actually lose?
I don't think so. I think that's just a slogan.
It's a kitschy thing.
yeah. Where they're like, we're the worst and we love it.
Yeah.
Like there are other one of their other slogans inside all their stores is like, don't tell us how good it was, just come back.
Yeah. Vote with your stomach.
Right. That's
Yeah.
based. I imagine it's like like it's how it should be read.
Vote with your stomach sounds like, did you keep it down? Yes? All right.
Dude, Rudy's fucking delicious.
God, I want
Maybe we
Rudy's
should go
for
there.
once,
Maybe we should go there.
There's no Rudy's. That's the problem with
close-
Rudy's.
it's
There's no
close enough.
goddamn Rudy's close to where we were.
I mean, it's not that far.
Does anyone have a pair of tweezers?
I do.
It's
not
still there.
on
Is
me.
that
So
what
just get it, man.
I
Just
can't
rip it
get
off.
it. Look,
Oh, is his from
an-
what his
it's
It's
eyebrow?
attached.
It's
You're
an
going to have to
eyebrow.
pluck it.
Just rip it.
So pluck it. Well, it's hard with fingers unless
It didn't come
he has
out. It didn't come
nails.
Well, you didn't try hard enough.
I can't, like... Anyone?
I got a
Ryan's
knife.
getting a
All right,
knife.
Ryan's got a knife.
Hang
You want
on.
a knife?
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Do
actually
the
You
knife.
can cut it. That is a tiny.
It
ass
is not
thing.
a sharp knife.
No. So
get
if you
out
want
of
to
the way.
saw on Jeff's
Oh, no,
face,
this
No,
is
no,
what you do.
I
it's for
only
you.
trust
You're
you. I
gonna
don't
do
trust him.
You only trust
you're
me.
also
guys.
stupid though, because he's
That's
way
not-
worse than
you're not
him.
wrong.
No, but I trust him. Ryan is nefarious.
He is
Nefarious.
nefarious.
I'm not going to take your eye.
No, he's pretty nefarious, but Gavin's just unreliable.
I think what I did, I just curled it. But now it went back
Now it's
in.
permed.
But
Thank
to be
you.
fair, he creatively made it a lot better.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys know something about getting older?
What's that?
Your eyebrows go away.
Go away?
I used to have. I'm gonna show you a picture.
Dude,
of
all my grandparents had
I'm gonna
like-
show you a picture.
Bushy ass
You're either
eyebrows?
Eugene Levy or you don't have eyebrows.
Yeah, I think I'm
gonna-
going Eugene Levy. Can you imagine Gus when he's like 70? That'll be most of his fucking face.
He will be an eyebrow and a mouth.
right. Just one eyebrow.
Yeah.
It'll
Well,
find
no,
it
I
just
mean, have you
completely-
seen him?
No, he trims, though.
He trims the middle.
He scapes those up.
I'm gonna show you a photo of me at 19. Right?
He
Or
has
18. At 18.
Gus has nose hair on the outside of his nose.
So you think he's like
What do
halfway
you mean, like
to
on
that?
the bridge of his nose?
No, like here.
Yeah,
It's
I get that too.
It's like
sometimes.
eyebrow, but
Yeah,
on his
I get that
nostrils.
too. I have to pluck it.
Do you
Or
think
you
he's
can
like
use one of
halfway
those,
to that hairy disease? Not disease.
You keep bringing that up, Ryan.
What's a thing?
I know it's a thing. I'm just saying.
Wolfmanitis.
Yeah.
That's not what it's called.
It's definitely not what it's called.
That's a
Totally
pretty
Gavin.
sweet photo of Bruce Green with no shirt on.
Why do you have that?
Why
'Cause
do
I
you have
fucking
that?
jack off to him.
All right, that's a fair answer. I
Also,
suppose.
to be fair, Bruce Green has his shirt off like all the time.
Bruce? I mean, he's no Greg Miller.
No.
That guy will fucking melt his shirt off. He snaps his fingers
does.
and it fucking disintegrates.
He wears only breakaway t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the Funhouse guys actually are pretty good about taking their clothes off instantaneously.
Yeah.
It's a real Blaine-like attribute that they have, I'm not going to say acquired, because I'm
It's
sure they've
impressive.
had
I
it
don't think there's-
beforehand.
I don't think any of Achievement Hunter whip their clothes off.
I
ever,
mean,
really.
Jack will do it sometimes for like. the
Look at
coffee
those
shovel.
brows.
Oh, are you gonna
All right,
show that?
Jeff is showing a picture of him with eyebrows. And,
it out, zoom in on
Oh,
this.
okay. You're like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I was 18. I was in the army. I was defending the goddamn country. Look at
That's
those
a
eyebrows.
different goddamn human.
It really. looks
Where
like a
did that
different
human go?
being.
You got a
he
message.
died. Okay.
Your message?
Have you ever, like, if you could just press a button and go back in time to the moment you took that picture?
What's
and
that?
then
And
resume-
slap yourself in the face.
No, you just like would resume life from that point. You just hit a button. You're there. The picture goes.
Do you know how much
and then
it
you can
sucked to
start
be in the
from-
army? No, I don't want to do that.
You can just leave, right?
I was not.
No,
You can just
you're
leave
in.
when you're getting
That
the
is not how
photo
that
taken.
works.
No.
Yeah. They're like,
Here's your
"Ah."
uniform. No thanks.
So you wouldn't want to live life again? Although the hardest part would be you'd have to make Millie again in the exact same way.
Well, that would be
might-
impossible.
be
That would be the hardest part.
It would
Like
be
I would
literally
have to know. I'd have to
impossible.
be married to my
No,
first
like,
wife
no,
for
it
9
would be
years.
impossible.
Go through all that just and try to recreate everything
Doesn't
as
matter.
close as possible. Just
Millie
so,
would be impossible. You could
wouldn't
even
it-
get Griffin. Millie would be impossible.
Wouldn't it be-
I would have a different
human
kid.
being.
It'd be a different human.
What? Imagine if it told you like the moment you missed Millie too. Like if you were just
Well,
like,
I'd kill myself.
If you jizz and it was like, oh, would you just end it?
What if
Yeah.
you could just go back and try again?
That would take a lot of time.
You take a lot of time.
I would
You'd have to wait like 10 years every time.
like. So what you're saying is I would have to try like I would try every 10 years to get
Yeah.
back to Millie. I would do that.
That's your checkpoint.
I would do that for 1,000
Yeah,
years.
or you could just not go back in time.
I would
But
rather just not go back in
1,001
time.
years,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah. No, I would not want to live in a world without Millie.
Oh,
For sure.
Yeah, going back in time would be awesome for so many people and suck so hard for a lot of other people.
Until you
Like,
have
You know who
kids.
anyone
wouldn't
with a
give a
kid.
shit about living in a world without me though? Millie.
Yeah. She'd be like, meh. Be like, Millie, what if I went back in time and you never existed? And she would be like, eh.
Yeah.
But you say, what if the guy who invented YouTube never existed?
She'd be like,
Yeah.
she'd be like, will I still have an Xbox One?
Right.
Like, probably.
she has an
Like,
Xbox One?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
same
it's
thing.
like-
My nephew just got one. He's like 8 now.
got one for
and
Christmas.
He's got one.
God damn.
My fucking nephew, he's 8
She doesn't
years
fucking
old.
use it because all her friends have 360 still, but she has one.
It's like my nephew's
too
been
ahead of
playing
game,
video
though.
games since he was like 2 because with like iPads and all that kind of shit. There's all like super interactive kid stuff. So it's been especially since I moved. I think he was like 4 when I moved here. So every time my nephew talks about like playing games, it's always like some dumbass like Game Boy game or like some kids game or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. And then he moved on to Lego games, which were like AAA games or like real games that he's playing. I go home just like a couple weeks ago and I'm talking to him and he was like, yeah, I beat Batman. I'm like, which Batman you playing? He's like, oh, Arkham Knight. And I was like, wait, you beat that? And he was like, oh yeah, did you play this DLC yet? I'm like, yeah, I played all that. Did you play the Nightwing DLC? No, not yet. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm like, what the fuck? You're fucking playing Batman? And now he's like my brother, because my brother bought a new Xbox One, so he gave him his old one. So he's just like tearing through like every fucking game. He's beaten like 4 Call of Duties in the last like 2 months. He's went through like Modern Warfare 1, Modern
How old is
Warfare
he?
2. He's 8 years old.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
That can't be good.
But I mean, my family. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. And actually, you turned out all right.
Yeah, I got a job, right?
You turned out.
I turned out. I'm living, I'm kicking.
Well, the
You
thing
know,
is,
I got
like,
a house.
You're a
turned
person
out-
that exists.
You turned
And
out
you're
very
wearing an
successfully.
I will jerk you off shirt.
Yeah, I will jerk you off. I'll go that way.
You know what? I looked
From
at
Blue
that
Mountain
shirt.
State.
Oh, is that what it is? Because I looked at it for so long
from
trying
Sammy.
to. I was like, I assumed that it was one of those shirts that's like a joke.
Yeah, the joke is like in the episode, he was saying like if you ever get into a point where you're gonna like fight a guy and you can't win a fight, just like start going crazy and scream at him, and be like, I will jerk you off, and the guy would be like, all right, guy, relax, whoa, chill out, I don't want to fight you.
That makes more sense. Because I was looking for the double entendre. I was like, nope. It's
There's
pretty
really
much
no
just
double entendre.
Straight
It's
up,
like
I will jerk you
I
off.
will jerk you
I
off.
like how you successfully turned your shirt to face the camera, but you looked in the wrong one. still.
Dude, I never know where it's going. I'm just gonna go like this.
Well,
Guest.
All right, guest
Hey.
appearance. Here, it's this one.
Help
Looking for
yourself.
beer?
Yeah, let's see if you can
Which
pour a
one?
better one.
That
That's
one.
that one. It's
This
that
one?
one. See if you can get a better one than Gavin.
Shouldn't be hard.
I saw.
No,
It's not
no,
looking great.
no,
Well,
no,
that's
no.
okay. You got some beer in there. No, you were right with
I was
tilting
right
it.
with the tilting, right?
Yeah, you
Tilting's
want to
the way
tilt
to
it
go.
more, but you'll
Oh,
get
they're
it.
so much fun.
I saw Twitter activity where
Shut up.
Mika
Don't
commented
pour
that
beer.
she might come adjust the LeVar picture, so I told her she should come back and grab a beer.
Why is it creepy?
Is it creepy?
It's his face.
That's
It's
your
his
Yeah,
dad.
it is his face.
Yeah?
Here's the thing. You're
That
talking
face
about
puts you
how,
on the
like-
planet.
That's true. You're talking about how kids, don't like you and then they like you again. When they reach 21, they like you again.
Oh, there you go. She came
Why
back
is that?
around.
Because, I don't know.
Well, you can also drink with him.
Because
Exactly,
they become an
'cause he takes me
unending
to the
font
pub
of
and
I
gets
alcohol.
saw
me beer.
I saw you
to the
tweeted
pub?
I saw you tweeted a couple days ago, maybe like a week or two ago, whatever, like you had a drink and then your dad replied back and he was like, "Have fun."
I will never
My
say
dad and
that
I
to my
get drunk
daughter.
together.
No?
I'd
It's
be
fun.
like,
Well, maybe
Knock
if you
it
want,
off.
maybe if you want her to like you, you should say that.
I'm not. I want her
At
to.
21, she likes him again, Jeff.
Whiskey is a good
At
way
what
into
point do you think
daughters'
you will have
hearts.
crossed over to have drunk the
Drink hum.
like the quota
What?
of alcohol that a human should consume? You will have consumed enough for you and her.
That's what I'm
He's
trying
already
to do.
past it. Are you
I'm like,
kidding
I
me?
drink so you don't have to.
He drinks, he swears, does all kinds of things. He's a piece of shit.
He's trying to.
He really
He's
doesn't
like.
have to
He's
be.
a
Yeah.
sin sponge. He's trying to soak it all up.
What a great shirt that is. Sin sponge.
If only Reisinger was good at his job.
No,
Oh, there it is.
We've
He brought
got,
it back.
We've got new
He brought it
Rising
back.
now. We've got
Oh yeah, the little blonde dude.
we got little Patrick.
Patrick Schmidt.
He's
Patrick
amazing.
Schmidt, is that his
Oh,
name?
new Risinger.
He made that.
Yeah, Patrick made the
Oh,
off-topic
yeah.
logo.
He made the sausage fest and the other one too.
Did he make that as well?
I saw him working
Yeah,
on
we
it.
were like,
yeah.
we were like going back and forth. He was like, "Let me just fix it."
Yeah, the best
Done.
part about that was, right, like Patrick made that design, and you and I are like, love it. And then John was like, I'll give you a little graphic designer perspective. This, and this should get changed. And we were like, fuck you. That design anyway.
If only there would be somebody to. Oh wait, you don't do graphic design anymore.
Damn,
Right.
you're really getting after him.
He doesn't. He doesn't like when we make fun of him.
No?
No?
I don't
Rise
think so.
Mama?
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
I hope he's not watching
He's sensitive.
again, because he's a sponsor.
Oh, wait, hold on, I
He
gotta-
popped out of nowhere last time. Yeah.
Well, he
But
came
he
by and
knows,
he
he
slapped.
knows.
Here we go.
He slapped this
Yeah.
little fucking sticky note on.
He knows how fond
right.
of
I don't
him
think
we
that's
really
probably
are.
him.
What's that? It's somebody else.
He knows that we're secretly really fond of him. The Rise
Are
Mama.
you?
Are you not?
I'm pretty openly fond of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Right. Thanks for the beer, guys.
Yeah, no
Well,
problem.
yeah,
no problem.
That
You
way.
can just leave a tip
Cheers,
in that
Gil.
jar over there if
Yeah.
you want, you know. All right. She just got a free beer.
Who the fuck was that?
I'm not sure. I don't know, cause like we don't have that many black people that work here, and I thought we'd know them all. I heard one person laugh in the distance. You can say the word black. You can say black people. Come on.
So now we know who the one racist person in the podcast is.
We said it. He said it. I'm just glad that for a brief moment there, this podcast got really diverse. We had
It did.
and she's a woman.
Yeah.
Double
Why? Why
threat.
did everybody keep laughing?
The
It's
double
true.
threat.
Look, we no one like Jack wasn't here to be like, don't be in Ghostbusters. Get out of here. You know? He would have shoot her right off.
No
It would've been
vagina.
awful. Get out of here.
Boobs don't kill ghosts.
I like boobs, but I don't like perfume in my proton packs.
Which is crap because they have an extra slot.
Oh,
for
I think
keeping
I
ghost
just got
traps.
Reisinger.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
He said XOXO.
Oh, that means I love you, but I really don't like you, and I'm mad about what you said about
He's
me.
watching our content. Does anybody want to know his phone number? I got it right here.
I have his phone number.
Pull
You don't have him
Joel Heyman.
Look,
You
then you'll
don't
have to
have-
make the shirt.
You don't have him in your contact list?
I can tell by previous conversations who it is.
I actually have that with Caleb still.
I have it with everybody at Funhouse. I'm always like, wait, hold on. Everybody,
You
yeah.
can put the
I'm
name
bad about
in,
that.
Jeff. It
I
saves
could.
time.
I'm worried about, like, I have the same with a lot of people. It's just the number in my phone. I'm kind of worried at how far back sometimes I have to scroll to figure out who it is.
So if you
I'm
have to
really
do
like-
that, just add the name. How long does that take?
In my head, that takes longer than just scrolling
No, it
down.
doesn't.
No, because in my head, I'm
Doesn't.
like, let me just find out who this is, nailed it, blah, blah, blah. But then obviously it goes, it's like, what were we talking about? Like, lobster? No? No.
Yeah.
It actually does take longer.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just
adding
like
a
you.
name to your phone number is difficult.
Gavin, did you have an ear piercing at some point?
No!
Okay.
Whoa!
It comes
Why
up
did
a
you,
lot.
why
I
did
get
you
it.
No, it's just
slam
like,
that glass?
He's got one there and one up here. Like he's got like
It's like,
the.
it's like a little earlobe freckle.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
it's a fair question. though.
Ryan was
Yeah.
ready to rip you to
I just
shreds.
heard about
I
it.
was,
for
I
like
was just
20, 30
curious.
years.
Like I was completely not gonna go.
I
anywhere
had
with
one, Ryan. You didn't
Yeah.
mention mine.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
that. You still got it.
Yes, whatever
Did you actually wear one, or is it?
I haven't in like 6 years.
I
maybe?
feel like
7
with you,
years?
sometimes I have to quantify.
What did
like,
you do?
It's not as bad as yours.
But you
Mine
didn't
was on
try.
purpose.
He did it on purpose. Did you really do that by accident?
yeah, I was tilting it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I think what happens is.
Did
is
you
that-
pull the whole thing,
Yeah,
or
well,
did you do it a little bit?
What happens is I was trying to be gentle, but
No.
you have to go all the way.
Yeah, you
So I
can't
was
do
like,
gentle.
I was
If
like
you do
this, and it
gentle,
was
it
just like-
makes foam. Gentle is the foam maker.
Can we order food now so to be ready when we're done?
I don't know where. From who?
What do you guys want to eat?
I mean, we could do
We get
Rudy's.
Steffi to get us
We could
food,
get
right?
Steffi's to get Rudy's.
do
Oh, I
Rudy's.
mean, she's just gonna favor it.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. All right,
Get
that'll work.
somebody, Steffi, to get somebody.
Hold
to
on,
get
hold on.
Rudy's.
Yes.
Right.
Steph.
I wonder if
You
she's
should
got
just-
like a favorite person.
You should just hire the person that she's gonna get and have that guy get it. It'd probably be cheaper.
We should have an app called Steffi. It's an app that goes to other apps. and does what you want.
Rudy's.
But at least you don't have to directly interact with any of those apps.
To be fair, the Steffi app would just be a button that just says
4AH.
Steffi.
Yeah.
Just press
You
it.
hit it and then you just talk into it. It doesn't talk back.
It translates.
He's still going.
And drunk.
You know they
Hey,
can
make
never,
sure she gets cheese.
they can never get her name right.
cheese, please.
Who?
Steffi. Like
It's
the
true.
name is
She's
like-
got like a curse.
Yeah, like it was Stessie. Like, well, that's not a name.
Who? Who's they?
Like there was Stessie written on the side of a pizza.
oh,
Oh,
is that what
yeah.
that
East
said?
Side Pies or something, yeah.
Well, I mean, by the time it gets to East Side Pies, it's been through like 3 different people, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Steffi has an app?
Steffi said yes before I finished the text.
Oh yeah.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
Steffi. That's awesome.
The delay is not that much.
This is actually an interesting game. We're discovering
Two
who's
people
watching
watch this
this
show.
right now. Like
We
we
should
need
see
to
it.
start shouting out to
We
people.
should see how much stuff we can get to land on this table just by talking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bring us this.
We'll
Bring
have to
us
do that next week.
Who else do you think might be
Like,
watching?
fire
who,
out of
who
that.
else could we get before the end of the
Patrick Salazar.
Well,
Nah.
yeah. I bet we could
Who's
get.
on? Who's on next week?
I don't know. Anyone. Sky's the limit.
Next week,
Jeff.
might,
I think
well,
I'm
what are we
taking-
going to do
I
next
think
week?
I'm
Well,
gonna
we
take
got
next
to
week off.
probably
I don't want to set the precedent
early.
that I'll be here a lot.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, we know.
Well, yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
This is our first podcast together in a long time.
There
You
were
and I?
a
Yeah.
fair amount of
How has it been?
comments.
Well, Rooster Teeth Podcast episode 30 was the last podcast we were
Oh,
together.
so there's been some
Wow.
time.
Yeah.
What are they up to now?
349.
Yeah.
So we haven't been on a podcast in
I think
300
Monday is
podcasts.
349, right?
Yeah.
This last one was 348.
Wow, dude, that's like
That was,
6 years.
Wow. Holy
It's
shit.
just like, it's glue. It's like a magnet for just crap.
It's not glue.
Let me tell you a
like-
story about Gavin.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I want to get together and talk about some stuff for next year for Achievement Hunter.
I remember you saying that.
I was
just
like,
the other
hey,
day you said that.
because at some point at the end of the year, historically, Gavin and I always get together and we talk
Right.
about.
Plus,
like,
I mean, even this year, I mean,
he's my
it's
little,
like
he's my little
creative
buddy,
director,
my little
so
creative
you-
buddy.
He's probably like, but you know,
Yeah,
you will
and then-
tell me, Jeff, or you're fired.
You're right. Yeah.
Rip.
There's that. And so I would yes. And it's gonna be mean, but I don't. There's no reason to. It's okay.
You don't want him to take it out on you
yeah.
in your performance review. Oh, Jeff, you gave me a lot of backsass this
That's
year.
gonna be interesting. Do I still give you a performance review? I guess I have to for your Achievement Hunter work.
And then he'll
Let's
give
do
you a
it.
performance review on your
I'd be
management.
like, Jeff, you farted on me 700 times this year.
But that's from an employee standpoint.
But did it make for good content?
Yesterday I
Well-
farted in your hair gel like 3 times.
That's what it was?
No, it was your cup and your hair gel.
Yeah, because
You
usually
farted twice.
it's gonna be something I put my mouth near, like
Yep.
my microphone. Something I put my mouth on, like my cup. Didn't think he'd fart on stuff that I put in my hair.
So there's some Jeff fart.
Let me ask
No,
you
the
a
hair
question.
gel's
shout-
easy
I
because
shout.
you
Do
can
you
fart
ever
and then
notice-
seal it. You can close it.
Do you ever notice the dirty coins I put in your hair gel when I like
Well,
dig
yeah,
them in?
when I find a coin in my hair. After
Do you remember when I did that with like 50?
Yeah.
There was one
Well,
episode
here's
a
what
while
always
ago.
happens.
I put like 25 coins in Gavin's hair gel, but I spent 5 minutes sculpting it so they were all hidden beneath the sand.
Here's what happens when it comes
and
to Jeff.
for weeks and weeks and weeks, he was pulling out pennies and nickels.
Jeff
and
will
shit.
start something and like, you know, subtly at first and then be like, hey, this is a thing I do now. And then you'll take that and go like mega extreme with it to the point where it's just like, oh, well, I mean, this is
wait.
completely
It's
ruined.
fun
now.
though, because I mean, it's close enough proximity where I feel like it's happening to me as well. I might as well add in on this.
So wait, your
You
prank
know?
was you gave him money?
I mean, it wasn't really a prank.
I bought you a drink. Gotcha.
Gavin wasn't saving the 78 cents I put inside. his-
78? That's almost $1.
He was throwing it away every day. Like you see how mad he was like.
Do you realize the allowance his wife gives him?
Gavin's like,
cents.
Gavin's like, bloody quarter garbage can. Damn it.
It's like the
Like,
Three
That's true.
Stooges when they're like 50, 50, 50, 10.
It was funny because like he wouldn't even clean it off. He'd pull out a quarter and it has like 10% of his hair gel on it, and he'd just throw it in the garbage.
What am I gonna do?
Like he
Go and
threw away
take it
like
to a
he,
sink and
he
clean
threw
it?
away like half of his
It's
hair
a
gel.
quarter.
Well, it's not.
It's a bloody cola!
It's the equivalent of like 12p or something.
Dude, who wants 12p?
You're breaking it down.
You gotta give me at least 20.
Running it through a different country's
Look,
currency.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Everything feels
12p.
fake. Like, all
How
cash
much-
is.
How much do I need to get an O?
Do you think this?
Ryan, that's like 8 green beans there.
Do you think this podcast is getting better as we go?
Yeah, I
Think
think
we
so.
get better each week?
I think we
I'm
get
gonna go to
better
Twitter and see
each
what Twitter
week,
says.
and we get better each drink.
Shoot.
This has
all right.
been a
I
low
feel-
drinking podcast.
I'm gonna
feel
let
good about
Twitter
this
pick when
podcast.
we end it. We're
What's
an
that,
hour and a
Gav?
half in.
I feel good about this podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
flew
glad,
by.
because,
I like
I
what
mean,
you've
you
done.
could creatively just shut it down if you wanted to, so I'm glad that you feel good about
I don't
it.
want it. I want to keep it.
I know. Gavin, he was involved in some of the meetings we had where I was like, sir,
If
do you
anybody
think this would
wants
be
to
okay? And he was
ask a-
like, that's fine, Michael.
Interact on the Twitter. Go ahead.
What's the hashtag? Off topic?
Yeah, do that.
Hashtag off topic?
Yeah, why don't you do that? And then I'll go pee. Unless we're going to end it soon. Then I won't pee.
We got to wait a little while till the food gets here. So
All right, then I'll go pee.
I mean, it doesn't have to get here, but
Yeah,
it has to
I'll be
get.
right back.
I just-
It's the best because Gus can't yell at me because he's not here.
So much shit.
No, do it. Get it up. I'll bitch about it next week.
Are you going to watch it on your phone while you pee?
Oh, I'll do that. I'll pull it up.
What if we just all walked off right now?
Give me a shout out
like-
as I'm your number one fan, Rebecca, asexual Gavin. Yeah, she does tweet.
We gotta
us a
wait
lot.
anyway. Why don't we just all leave and then we'll come back?
Absolutely
when it's...
getting better.
Just have like an intermission?
Yeah, let's have an intermission. Can we
Or
The
just
podcast
like-
is great.
Or just quiet time.
just quiet? Okay.
Great show. See, I don't. See, people just being nice. I wanted to hear.
I need something.
I feel like. Do you know?
Oh, you know what? I should talk about. All right, well, it's just the whole thing now.
Did it go mental?
Yeah, it's, just like, it's stupid now.
Hey, let's do some audience interaction. Oh, it's too much. You ruined it. Bye.
Never mind. So we're starting our hockey league next week. I don't know if we
Yeah.
officially announced that because I wasn't
Yeah,
on
no,
AWU.
you
Who did?
Someone did on AWU, didn't they?
I don't know. I wasn't.
Where
there.
did that story go that you were telling about us having a meeting up? Did that just go
so I
anywhere?
was just like, because it used to be like, because we do a show called Happy Hour, which is Gavin Griffin and I getting drunk and being stupid.
Would have been a good name
But
for
then
this podcast.
we also would have been. We also have Happy Hour a lot where we go and like plan Minecraft episodes and shit. Not as much anymore.
Yeah.
But and I was like, let's do a thing, and he's like, yeah, let's do it after work today. I was like, cool. And he's like, oh, I've got a meeting, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, what about tomorrow? And he's like, all right. Oh, I've got a meeting. And I was like, okay. When does Gavin now have time for his best friend in the world? And he's like, what's December like for you?
Monday, right? Oh,
Monday
no,
is
I'm
not
This is the
I've got
first
the
Monday of
podcast.
December. Okay, good.
Hey, you got a thing.
Wow.
You fucking prick.
Look, we'll get around to it. Oh, let's take a lunch. Take a lovely lunch.
There you go. Take a lunch.
And I'll be
Got
like,
lunch
he'll be
today?
like, oh, okay, today I got a meeting. I got a lunch meeting.
You do have a lot of meetings.
Yeah.
Why am I a pirate now?
Arr, caught me in a meeting.
It's closer than the last time he was doing the accent, though.
The pirate accent?
The pirate accent is definitely closer than the last accent he did. You don't
You,
think so?
you professionally played a pirate.
Pilot?
A pilot? Yeah, remember when you were a
forget it.
pilot?
I don't remember when I was a
X-Ray
pirate.
Oh, pirate.
Oh, dude, we played WWE.
Yeah,
We did.
Yeah.
Do you
That
know how
secret's
many
already
tweets I got of? I always forget that people can see what we're doing on Xbox, and it literally says like WWE 2016 creator, and everyone
sorry.
was just like,
W2K16.
We realized when we were doing the Let's Play
No more
yesterday.
WE.
That was the first time we. WWE is easily one of the most popular Let's Plays we've ever done. It was the first time we've played it.
Gavin
It's
is
been
a piece of
so
shit.
long. It's been so long that we hadn't played it since the Ralph Aldonado office.
"That is crazy." Well, because the last
crazy.
one,
We
they
skipped
ruined
an
it.
office.
They
Yeah.
they,
Yeah,
they
they
got rid of
did.
intros, the entrances, and
I actually had a funny bit for it, but it wasn't funny enough
Bollocks that
to
one up,
follow
didn't
up what we'd already done. Like, it was funny, and I thought it would be a funny way to do it, but it wasn't funny enough that it wouldn't have been funny enough to make.
I mean, you want to tell us what it was?
I just created a character that was as funny of a character that you could make, and I saved all the parameters so that I thought if we all played the exact same character who looked identical, how funny that would be, because he was kind of like a little
yeah.
doughy piece of shit. But I didn't think it was funny enough to do. Like, on its own, it would have been okay, but there's so many expectations.
I think our
Going into that.
original video got like 3.
It's 3.5 million views.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
And
the
the
other thing
second
we
one had
did,
like 2.5.
I think. Well, go ahead, guys.
Oh, and I created another character that we never used.
Right, I was gonna mention that. This
Yeah.
special move.
I created a character. You can't do that in this current version.
Right.
But in the 2K14, you could do one where you could create your own custom moves. So I created a move called, I don't know what it was called. It It's like the Mangler or something, but where I just punch
You can
a
set like
dude,
up to like 7 or
It's
eight.
Was it just 8 dick
parts of
punches?
the move? It
and
was
I just
8 like
punch the dude
different
in the
dick
dick.
punches.
And like if you pull it off, it's guaranteed, and it's just punching a dude in the dick 8 times.
Over and over and it was different ways
It goes
though. It was like a
forever.
straight punch and then like an uppercut, like
And then a bit of this, like one of those
It was
bags.
8 moves that hit you in the dick over and over and over again. It was one of those days where Jeff's just sitting at his fucking desk giggling and laughing to himself, and you have to just turn around and be like, "What are you doing?" And he was in like the character creator of just like this dummy, wrestler standing there, and Jeff's just punching him in the dick over and over and over again.
I really wish we recorded the making of our characters because we were all doing it at different times, but I was making mine at the same time as Jeremy, and I would just see his face just like this, and then he'd just be like, he'd just like burst out laughing, and I would do the same, and then like Jack was doing the same, to the point where I wish we were just face camming
Yeah.
ourselves because it would be just silence,
Yeah.
and just us making ourselves laugh. And Trevor came in behind me and just looked at my screen, just like, "Oh God, like what have you
yeah,
done?"
yours was out there. I got to do it 3 times.
Yeah,
You did.
I did it
This newest
twice.
one.
The
So
thing is, like, you showed me I had the same thing happen to me where basically you have your character's face and then you have like a line drawing outline of
that
like all the
photo.
points, and our characters ended up looking so messed up in just like the diagram selection screen of the face.
yeah, it's got the shape of what a normal head is the blue line, and then the red line is what your character's head is. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't.
No.
But here, I'll walk it up to it.
Focus.
Focus.
That's all right. Focus on that. Do it.
That.
I will.
No.
Hang
Nah.
on, someone's coming to do it.
Not
Someone's
gonna
coming
happen.
to do it.
There it is.
So the red markers are what his head looks like, and the blue is what it should look like. And I was like, to not spoiling, I took a picture of that. I'm like, this is
Wow.
crazy.
I
you
actually-
can make them fucking lumpy headed.
And that's basically just like the selection screen for the body part that you want to change.
I actually found it to be quite stressful because I created a continuity story with my character,
Right.
the Core Pirate,
Right.
and there was a lot of pressure to like.
Exactly. What's
and
next?
So I said, "Fuck it," I went the other way.
Right. It was good though.
Yeah.
It turned out well.
It turned out all right.
I was
Do you
I
remember
was
the
okay
name
with
of
mine.
the second iteration of the Core Pirate?
Yargarita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's classic.
I don't know how to follow that up, so I
He
didn't.
was on vacation. You can come back to it though. You
He'll
skip, and
he'll
then
make
you-
a
and then
he'll
you
make a
come
return.
back.
The Core Pirate is taking a break right now.
Well, he's retired.
He's on a
Yeah.
corporate retreat.
Come out of retirement. It's like we need the warthog.
There you go.
And he comes back in.
The downside, like you can really mess with the faces on this game, but the bodies you can't mess up.
Not as
But
much,
not
yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Not
I
so
remember
much
you had the
as
giant ghoul hands in
Yeah,
the
and I
first
had
iteration.
the
My last
Dick
one, I
Demolisher.
had like calf fins.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
jutted out and like all this crap. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So the
And
You
bodies.
can do it a little. Like I gave my guy, you
There-
completely can't
It's
tell.
like.
but
When did Ryan get this
60% of
other
what it
Diet
was.
Coke?
That was
That was
Jeff's.
mine from. I was drinking
oh,
whiskey
mixer.
earlier.
I'm sorry. I was
It was
just
like
I
it's like
assumed it was
it's like
yours.
60% of
can
what it
understand.
was, which doesn't seem good, but it's great compared to
Way
the
better than last
4%
year.
of
I
last
think
year.
the
was dog
faces
shit.
are more mutable.
Yeah,
They are
can move
the
them.
heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heads like
You can really fuck
fucking.
with some
I
eyeballs.
was telling you, there's some fucked eyeballs, and
Yeah.
Gavin did the same thing as me. My mouth is like on my chin.
Yeah.
My character, it's like literally down here.
And Ryan somehow turned it out to
Yeah.
be like the exact mirror opposite of mine.
I did. Yeah, it was really weird.
Which
I
you'll
thought,
see
I thought
in
it
the
went well. There was a bit of a worry when we filmed it. Huge part of the last 2 WWE videos, the intros.
Yeah.
You know, the entrances.
We pressed start on this game.
We
and
pressed
it was all in
start.
the ring.
It loaded for 49 minutes, and then the game just started when we were in the ring. So there was this reaction of, we try our best to legitimately not see each other's characters beforehand because that's a reveal. So it's just like, boom, game just starts. We're all in the ring. I think like me, Ryan, and maybe one other person were like, I guess this is just it. We're
Yeah.
going with
Yeah, I
it.
started attacking Gavin.
And in my head, I was
Fucking
like, wait,
Gavin
the
and
entrances
Jeremy-
are half the video. It's like
Right.
the reason people watch them. So I was like, quit it. And I was like doing
He
this.
just
and trying
started
to quit it.
yelling. Gavin and Jeremy just going, They're just looking at the floor, screaming until we quit the game.
We should put that out. At some
So
point.
basically, what we had to do was we
had to
researched it a bit,
Yeah.
and we found out that on online play there's no entrances, but on local
which
play
totally
there
makes
is.
sense. Like who would ever
Right, to
wanna
cut,
watch it?
cut the
That makes
bullshit.
Well,
sense.
just make it so you can turn it off.
It's true too.
Yeah.
You can turn it off in local.
Yeah.
But then you'd be joining a host game where they turned it on and they have to sit through like 7
Yeah, no, that's a waste of time.
Hey,
It's
so
I spent time making that character. You look at it.
True.
You watch it.
So what we ended up doing was Jack basically downloaded all the characters on his Xbox. We watched a local version, which wasn't us, it was computers, but it was still all our characters, did all the intros, Then when that ended, we had to like stop that and do a whole different recording of the actual fucking
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But I think we saved it where, I mean, you know, edited, it'll be seamless where you'll
Yeah.
get the intros and then we'll
Sure.
beat the shit out of each other for fucking 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're still no good at that.
Yeah, we
at
did
all.
another ladder match and it went on. It's just 6 of us pounding each other for 30 fucking minutes
Yeah.
until someone can grab that briefcase. There was 4 ladders at one point. There was 4. There was almost as many ladders as per
That was one
wrestler.
That was one of the few Let's Plays that's the same every time we do it, where we press stop and everyone's like, "Oh God!" It's like
Yeah, you just have like
I
a
feel
headache.
dizzy.
From
I feel
was
like I got a headache.
I was exhausted.
Yeah, we were all just like,
I left
"That's
work.
it."
I had to
He
do some-
did. He did.
I
You
had
went to a meeting.
That was
and we
like
had
the
some
third
other shit
thing
to
we
do, and
filmed
Jeff
that
was
day,
just
though.
like, "I'm just gonna leave."
I had to do some research. I went to a bar and did some research for some other stuff for Achievement Hunter. But
Bar research?
Yeah. Without you would be there, but you were in a meeting. So
that
Yeah.
that other thing that I'm doing, or
Yeah.
we're doing next year.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go and watch some stuff. I spent like an hour and a half like watching.
Did it go well?
it went.
It was
from what
okay.
Jeff
It
said.
wasn't as good as the original shit I had. Like we're having to switch gears, and so like I'm not as happy with where we are now than where we were like.
That's the name of the
It's
show.
super
That's
interesting,
the name
by the
of
way.
it. Go.
For when
Switch
people
gear.
don't know what
It's a
I'm talking
teaser.
about.
They
But,
just don't know what you're teasing.
That we were at a point where I thought like this is amazing, and now I feel like this is pretty good. But it's not where we were.
Okay.
But what are you gonna do? We'll
Hey,
get there.
good luck, guys.
Teased. There you
Yeah.
go.
We'll get there.
Good luck with that
Cool
thing
new
you're
thing
doing.
in 2016.
We're teasing the teaser of the
That
trailer.
2016, it's right around the corner.
Literally.
What happened this year?
Oh, I mean, we're gonna be saying the same thing about 2016.
Yeah, but I
Cut
don't.
to that.
I don't feel like that about 2014. This one got me.
they've
though.
all
Well, you've had
They've
2
all
years
gone-
to think about that one.
They all went ape shit.
I guess they all went ape shit.
Yeah.
When you have a
like,
goddamn
We
kid,
did Let's Play
man.
Live this year.
This year?
Yeah,
This year?
yeah.
Oh god, no, that was forever.
That was
what was
February.
this year?
Let's Play Live.
Yeah, that was February.
damn.
Dang, like,
Yeah.
bam.
That was a good documentary. I liked it.
I did like it. I watched it like 2 weeks ago. It's the first time I ever watched
really?
it. Yeah.
What'd you
I
think?
enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Dude, that
because
part, I was like tension. That part when you were arguing with Jack, it's like I was there.
You were there.
I was there, but still.
I like that they.
Your face.
It captured the moment
My
very
face
well.
is 100% genuine. Anyone that might be like, "Ah, they're playing it
Yeah.
up. I regret to inform you, when you watch a documentary, there might be like music or there's a soundtrack, or like, oh, they're amping it up. It was still all real. There was nothing there. So the day we're sitting there, the day of Let's Play Live, and Jack's like, all right, Jeff, shut the fuck up. Just do what you're supposed to. I look at Jeff and I'm like,
And
and it's in the video where I'm just like this. Like what I'm looking at is Jeff's face. Okay, that's a everyday thing in the office. Like someone says something, and you know who to turn to, and you kind of look at them, and you're like, "You fucking hearing this?" That happened in that video, and you see me just look like this right at the camera. What you don't see is Jeff's right behind the camera, and that's me looking at Jeff like, "Oh."
And I wasn't there for any of the rehearsals.
No, you
'cause
weren't
I
there
was-
for anything.
Well, I wasn't there for the interviews.
You
afterwards 'cause
almost
I was
weren't
somewhere
there.
else. Yeah. Well, I was there for the event.
You were. Funny enough, you made the event.
Like I had literally just arrived because I was filming slow mo that day, and then I arrived and like all that was happening, kicking off. I was like, "What have I missed? Like, what, did something happen before I got here?"
Luckily, they didn't film the conversation Michael and I had on the fucking balcony.
There was
after.
another conversation that took place, but
Why didn't you act it out with different names?
No.
Dude, people were smoking pot on that balcony
fuck
all
Fack,
night.
fuck Fack, fuck that guy. I love him to death.
That was a good documentary.
There were people fucking getting high in that balcony.
I mean, not anybody that I knew, but there was just like people out there.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's all those music
Austin,
dudes.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
A lot
Very
of
Austin thing.
cigarette smokers, but there's also like you get that like, oh, what's that?
I mean, we have
What is
that.
that?
We have that nearby where sometimes you just walk through an area. It's like,
I like how you say nearby. What
it's
you
not
want to say is not in this building,
No.
but in the building we work in. There are definitely times you walk by and you're like,
That's good beard.
what
Your
what
beard?
band is here today?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's always like some Austin band probably.
Yeah.
coming through.
I always
This
have to
is-
Google them and
It's
see.
pretty cool though. It's kind of nice. Sometimes I go to the bathroom and I get a soundtrack.
Well, it's such
true.
a
To
long
me,
walk.
walking-
Like,
yeah,
to get
it
from our
is.
office to the bathroom is like you make a right,
It's like
and then you
it's
walk.
almost like a U.
You walk for like a minute in
Yeah.
a straight line, and the fact that you can see the other end means it goes so slowly because it's like, I'm really getting to this thing a lot slower than I thought I would. But then
Yeah.
you got like a beat.
Was it
Like-
yesterday that they were playing like the horror music though? They had that like harpsichord sort of.
No, really?
Do you guys remember the day when
Casio
Sir
keyboard.
Mix-a-Lot was
Yeah,
there?
Sir Mix-a-Lot was here
Yeah.
like.
I'm wondering about that.
month
Do you
ago?
think whenever they're bored and they're like there's nobody in there, they just put
Who
names
the
up
fuck
there?
would write Sir Mix-a-Lot though?
I don't
It's
know,
not
maybe-
Aerosmith.
No, he's current. He performed at the Streamies. I saw that guy
I
live.
think that
What did
I
he
think that proves he's
perform?
not current if he performed at the
What did he
Streamies,
perform?
Kevin.
Yeah.
What do you think he
He
performed?
probably performed "Baby Got Back" because what the fuck else
Yeah.
is he gonna
Name
perform
it.
ever?
The other Sir Mix-a-Lot song.
All right,
Mix
so
the bread,
you're saying
roll
he's
the dough,
current.
buttermilk biscuits, here we
He's
go.
not.
You
but
don't know that
he's
song?
mistaken.
Yeah, no, current artists have current music to play.
Sir Mix-a-Lot had a fucking whole catalog.
He had a whole album that no one cared about.
Do you have it on
Kevin.
an LP?
No, I don't know
Jack
what that
does.
was. Yeah.
Baby got back, ho ho.
Is that
Is
like
that
a
like a
remix?
remix?
Oh, that was D.
That was deep.
That was D. When he's like, he was singing about women with large, beautiful butts, not people with back. What does it say? Like hideous back. It's not a disease. Is it a disease?
It's like
What's
was he talking about
Scoliosis. Is,
Yeah.
is it a disease or it's
a deformity.
Just
Deformity.
generic-
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
it's
that's it. I don't think
genetic,
it's a
yeah.
disease, but he's like, he's not singing about your back, D. ho ho.
New season.
January?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta get back on the iZombie soon.
11.
It'll be season 11.
It's back.
What is that?
Oh, it's decurled. Give me the knife. Give me the knife.
Oh, his eyebrow.
Shall we get a close up?
Yeah. So we're 2 behind an iZombie right now.
Yeah.
Where do you? Okay, so this Tuesday,
This Tuesday.
we probably won't even watch all 3.
Probably not. We'll probably,
Probably
just,
watch
we'll just
one
end up
or
being
2.
one behind. I'm
Here's
gonna
what we
try
should
to
do.
get internet
Here's
to
what
the
we should
studio.
do. On Tuesday, we should watch 2 of them, right? Not watch the new one, and then next week we'll watch the one
Yes.
from this week and next week.
I like that.
So we should do 2 weeks
So,
in a
like,
row.
I'm a bit shaky because I had it like 2 months.
Also, you know the blade is on this side, right?
Well, why am I holding it this way?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. That's why he's
I'm
telling
saying,
you.
I'm doing
Just
gonna go
cut
up,
it off.
Every time I look around for that red light and I never find it. One day.
It's over there.
I got it. I got it after I reached all
It's
the way
made
down
of
the
not a
way.
steel.
It's not a sharp.
I
knife.
got it.
There
Got
it
it?
is.
Hey! You held it up and then
Still
threw it at the
on.
last
Right.
second.
All right.
Okay. Did you make another
Yes, I will.
wish? So where do you want to watch? Where do you want to watch it this Tuesday?
Should we
Do
just go
your
every
studio?
other? Like
Do
we'll
you
do my
guys-
house this time, and
do
your
you
house
guys,
next
like-
time.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you
I
hang
mean,
out
do we
and stuff?
we hang out all the time?
Yeah,
We've
all the
invited you
time.
and you turned it down because you
Well,
and
it's
Meg are too
'cause-
good for eyes.
Well, no, he's got a meeting.
no, that was even before the meeting.
I'm fine with iZombie. Only if it's like, bookended with 5 or 6 episodes of Ridiculous.
Easily.
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course, we
but yet
we're
you
not gonna watch.
Still don't
fucking-
show up.
Did you
So-
watch 7 episodes of Ridiculous?
We don't
No,
watch
I
you
7 because we never watch 7. We watch maybe 3 tops.
think we've watched 7 in a row before.
You have when you live there, I'm sure, but never once have we watched it on like a Game
So
of
much
Thrones
ridiculousness
night.
to watch.
Game of Thrones night. Is
Dude,
what I
look,
meant to
I'll go
say.
to the next one.
All right. It's
Yeah?
Tuesday at my house.
Oh, so okay, so we'll do your house this Tuesday. Is the studio ready, or are we gonna do your living room?
We'll probably do the living room.
Okay.
Oh,
And
studio's
then-
still not ready?
Well, I need to get internet out there.
Ah, yeah.
So
You know, like Wi-Fi or
it's so
It-
far
it
away.
doesn't
I've got extenders. It
you
just
know,
doesn't, it doesn't work well.
AC. We'll go.
It's like the internet
I have
in
AC.
Australia. See,
Doesn't-
what they've done is they have internet piped underground from Japan to Australia, and that's why it's so slow.
So Australia's running off like one hacked feed.
Well, it
like
is.
they got one line
It's not
that someone
hacked,
just
right?
rolled
They
across
gave
the
it
ocean.
to them, but they were like, "This is what you get." And
It's
that's
all
why
one
so
cable
shitty.
modem
Do you
and
think
then
That's what Jeff's house is like.
If we run this forever, do you think at some point Patrick would come out and be like,
Oh yeah, when we
yeah.
go for like 3 hours, he'll be like, "Shut the fuck up! Just
It'd be
shut
like,
up!"
All the
Right,
hard
yeah.
drives are full.
yeah,
What
it's
is
like,
that?
"Shut up! You guys have not gotten to a single point yet."
you're down to 4 live
Yeah,
viewers?
Should we do
Yes.
a 25-hour live stream right before the 24-hour live stream?
What's the longest
Well,
live
we'll
stream
burn 'em
ever?
out.
We can't. We already started
Oh.
too late.
That's the
No,
thing
we
we're
did.
trying to do.
Yeah, the live
There's
stream starts
a-
at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
There's a.
We would have
we-
needed started yesterday.
We discovered there's all these dumb
Or
Guinness
this
World
morning.
Records
Oh, yeah,
related
yeah.
to gaming. We're gonna break them all.
yeah,
I
we
wonder
won't
what
break
the-
them all. We'll break some.
We're gonna
though.
break some of them, but you gotta
Yeah.
like apply for it and shit.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, it's a whole
Steffi.
pain in the
Steffi.
ass.
She's on it.
Yeah, no, she's on it.
already started the process.
Yeah, but if she could get me a key to the building, that'd be great.
I still don't have the key to
Apparently,
our own office.
yeah.
We're
That's not the John
we're
Mace.
waiting about 2 months for that.
Yeah.
John Mace apparently he's all like, yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming someone told him like you can't have it. I don't think he's saying you can't have it,
I don't care.
but I also don't care.
I don't care.
I'll fight a guy.
Want
for
the
a
goddamn
key.
key?
Yeah.
Jeremy's got one.
Jeremy's got the whole fucking support room.
He
has
is
one.
the first. Really?
Yeah, like
Jeremy
Jeremy's got
have
one. I
one?
think
Matt's
Matt
got
had
one?
one. I think
Yeah.
Trevor has
Why
one.
the
They
hell
all
does
have
Matt
one.
have
They
one?
all have them.
Matt doesn't get here until like 3 p.m.
It's true. He doesn't. He doesn't get
Yeah,
it
yeah,
until
the
3.
same
And
thing-
actually, today didn't come in at all.
No.
Well,
He
is
took
it
off
Contra?
today?
He's on vacation today.
Well, the reason that he took off today to rest up for Extra Life tomorrow.
well, and his girlfriend's in town.
Oh wait,
Well,
how
no,
long is,
he's driving her to the airport.
how long is he on the
Oh,
stream?
he's picking her up from the airport.
How long is he
Okay,
on
maybe
for?
that.
2 hours.
Rest up for 2 hours? That's like saying I'm taking yesterday off so I can do a let's play today.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
It is like that. It is like saying that. That's why I brought it up.
Oh shit.
Listen, you
It's
get
John.
you get
John, he's shaking us off. Come on, John.
He's going
got
to the
nothing.
Come on the podcast.
Ooh,
You
John,
know
come
that's
on
why
over
you
here.
came here.
He's going to
he
unplug the board.
knows.
He's like,
He knows.
oh, I got something real important to talk to Patrick about.
He came over and was like, "Oh, you guys are recording? I didn't even know. What's up, John?"
This guy.
Look,
How are you?
your sticker's still
Doing
here.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
John,
saved it.
yesterday you were talking about how you hate pubic hair and how you always love to be baby skin smooth.
Not baby skin smooth.
Little stubble.
Little
bit.
Little
stubble.
stubble. You
Little
shave. You
stubble?
don't shave.
Oh.
You trim.
But this
Yeah.
is what
That's
is
the key.
like confusing
Yeah.
about it. Surely it was a major effort for you to get pubes in the first place.
Yeah.
So why
no,
would you
actually,
get-
there was the weird thing is that like you know, it
And
can grow.
John specifically with his
Yeah, with like
Yeah.
your like
late puberty
little
and
thumb
all
and
that.
your
Yeah.
like smell.
My-
your
my
little
man
thumb
boy
and your
problems.
smell, your lack of smell.
Oh, dude, you get a little retard thumb.
I do have a little retard.
didn't know
thumb. Yeah.
My wife has this.
Now you know.
Yeah.
No, it's like that was the weird thing was that I can't grow this. I can't do that.
It's not bad
No
though. It's actually better than
issues.
Michael's.
You can honestly grow facial hair better than me, but I don't shoot up with drugs.
True.
You should give me some of what you're using.
You should.
I might
Try
catch up
that?
to them.
You'd be like,
I'll
Jack.
do it.
It's massive.
I did that once because I was actually once on gel packets for testosterone, and a buddy.
gel packets?
It was like you like opened up. It was like little, you know, like almost like a little lube packet is what it looked
Oh,
like.
you just squirt it into your
and
mouth.
no, you like rubbed it on yourself.
Oh, it's like vapor rub.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So like Vicks
And it
vapor
just
rub,
affects
like,
the
It's
area?
man rub.
No, but like your body would absorb it that way. Like,
Oh, okay. So
And
then,
then-
like,
and
just
then
like,
you're a
I'll get a
man?
bush
yeah,
right here on my chest.
just in that area though. Just like it just became a man in that area.
It's like you got a gorilla patch right here.
Do you have
just a handprint of hair.
Do you have a penis?
I don't know. I haven't checked in a while.
So you always had
Yes, Jack.
Yeah, I always
I've seen
pubes.
it.
Pubes were no problem. Like for some reason, my body was like, we're gonna grow hair from the waist down, but just leave everything up.
I mean,
I
like,
basically have the same
everybody
thing.
gets hair down that way, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
like even in the ass.
Yeah, but John's not everybody.
So
No,
was
I'm
it like
not.
was it
Sorry.
like pubes and baby dick?
What is this
Oh.
part
it's
of the
just
baby
like
dick?
crotch.
that's the-
Or was like the penis fine as well?
No, the penis was not fine.
Oh, so you had to fix your penis.
Yeah,
What's wrong with your penis?
that's for another podcast.
That's true. We got to
That'll
save
be the
some
one
meat.
that
Yeah, you
John's
gotta save.
on.
By the way,
I was kidding about the penis joke. He does his penis thing.
we had
No, I
like
mean, it's there.
infusions of like man juice.
Infusions of man
Well, I mean,
juice.
like artificial.
There's a
like,
bunch of
You
dudes
know my
standing
cousin?
around you. Oh, God.
By the way, I like how accurate this is. Like we got the bar set and we're all around the table. This is the exact stuff that we'd be talking about.
It is.
At a bar.
About my penis
Like,
problems.
I feel like every time we
Totally.
go out for drinks, we end up on like your weirdness
We
and your
had-
balls and stuff.
Except I don't
your
get invited.
weakness,
because John
your
is
I
like,
don't bring it
Oh,
up
good.
though. I don't bring it up. You
Yeah,
guys
but
would-
it's Gavin. I mean, he's
Well,
here,
no, like
so.
we were having a bunch of people were having a conversation in the kitchen today about like my, man juice problems.
Wait, you walked into a conversation about it?
No, they started asking about
Okay,
it, and then we
well,
started
as long as
talking
you were
about how
present.
like Carrie was asking like, do you just shoot it right into your dick when you take your shots?
do you?
No,
down
it
the
like the
urethra?
box
It's like-
specifically says don't shove it into your balls or your penis.
Yeah, well, that just means
Where do
that
you
that's
put
where it
it?
would work the best.
You do in like your
Reverse
leg.
insemination.
Nice muscly.
Nearby, but not
Yeah.
the main
Right.
event.
Well, it's like
It'll work its way there.
those warnings make their way onto boxes like that because some idiot
yeah.
did that. Was like, I'm gonna shoot this thing up, and then his like dick fell off.
Look, there's
or
already a hole
Dick
there,
fell
right?
off.
That's
Yeah,
got to be the
just
quickest
right
way
to the
in.
urethra.
Yeah, just right down the urethra.
That's where they shove the tubes.
Did you know as a kid that someday you'd have to like kickstart all that into
No.
action? Or were you just like, man, I'm like 24 and I've got a tiny penis.
I mean, I was like 17, but yeah.
Cool. It's like
You're right,
technology.
Jeff.
Technology's great.
I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
I'm just worried about your penis, man.
No, it's fine now, right? Like, it's fine.
I appreciate that. You guys were talking about it, like,
It's
God, do
probably
you care about
overcompensated,
me?
if
I
anything.
do.
And for a friend to say that means you care.
I do.
I'm glad because Jeff definitely insulted you the most, so I'm glad he brought it
But
back
I
around.
insult everybody.
That's Jeff's
You
love
do.
language.
I'm just
It's
saying.
true. It's like pulling his pigtails.
I
This means I want to bang him.
You insult everyone differently. Like you verbally insult most people, but you insult me with your anus.
You are
Actual.
not just his anus,
Well, and
but also
verbally, too.
physical
Yeah,
violence.
yeah.
It's physical violence.
His
involved
mouth
as well.
and anus both
Do you remember when?
speak
Do
to
you remember when you punched me because I took down your Tower of Pips? You like punched me for real?
No.
It was like
He
episode,
probably doesn't remember.
It was like
'cause
episode
it
5 or
little-
6.
A little shaky.
I like stole his Tower of Pips.
I
But
remember.
that was like stuff was real back then.
I
Like, the
remember
Tower of Pips was
in
real.
fuck-
Remember the
fucking-
good old days when you used to physically abuse your employees?
fucking in Germany. That was a few months ago. We were in Germany, and you in the last several months were rocking that gray thin Achievement Hunter jacket,
Yeah.
like the hoodie.
I like that
like
one.
the lightweight one. It works great for Austin.
you make that,
because
John?
it's not a fucking jacket.
I did.
It's not a
I
thick
did.
ass jacket so you can wear in Austin. And I finally got one, like right before Germany. So I was wearing it, and we're walking in the street one day, and Jeff walks up there and he's like, I just let you know I almost put my finger up your asshole because I thought you were Gavin. Because you wore that jacket for the last like month straight.
I was
And
like,
I'm really glad that you didn't do it. Jeff came up behind me like, wait, something looks wrong here. Oh, you're not Gavin.
You see the gray jacket, you're like, my
Yup.
finger's going in an eye. Without even thinking, oh, wait.
Other people like
I'm glad
other
he didn't
people
do it.
accidentally call people by the wrong name.
Yeah.
Jeff almost
Jeff's
accidentally put
almost
his finger in the wrong
So
person.
what made you realize it wasn't me?
something was off body wise.
Yeah.
Bit more manly.
I know your body very well. Doesn't seem right.
That's why he's growing the beard. Ever since
When I
then,
go
he's
in,
like,
when I go in the dog,
I'll finger my ass no matter what.
I'm trying
she
to
was in
look,
the wrong place.
I'm trying to look as little like me as possible. Maybe I'll
Pulling
get
it off.
farted on and finger
You
left.
need to grow your hair out.
It's like camouflage.
That should be the name of your autobiography.
John.
See
Bye,
you,
John.
buddy.
No, you're very welcome.
Bye, Rise Mongol.
Farted and fingered. A Gavin life story.
Anybody have anything else? Should we wrap up? I guess
You could do.
we're an hour and 50 in.
Hour and
Probably
50?
about here.
Yeah, I'm
If we
looking at the
don't-
little
That's
clock
like a
right there.
movie.
Yeah.
This is longer than the last one.
I think it's longer than Laser Stream. No, it's not. Is it?
The last one was like an hour and 40, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my
This was a
God.
lot
Also-
easier to make than Laser Team.
It was way easier to make. One sitting and one go.
Found it. It was harder for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to do this again next week.
Well, somebody does.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it.
Aren't
but
we
I
going to
mean,
be
it's
in
still
New
easier.
York next week? during
We
the
are.
podcast?
So, but I mean, we might do Thursday. Do a little
like
early.
a pre-cast. or whatever?
little fucking what is it called? Pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded, yeah.
podcast.
Put it out on Friday.
You've done one.
Or
of
maybe
those.
we're not in New York next week. That might not.
That also might not happen. From
Entirely
what I'm hearing.
possible.
Oh, is it not happening now?
It's either gonna happen.
Is it because we changed the dates?
or it won't. Yes. Yeah. So thanks for watching. I looked at the right one that time and you changed it. Damn it. Damn you. Thanks for watching the second test episode of Off Topic, available with sponsors only. You're a sponsor right now because you're watching it, so shouldn't you feel special?
Good test, Michael.
Yeah, we've got 2 more
Yeah.
to go, and then you know.
Hopefully we get greenlit by the CD over here.
I don't know how it's going, but he'll let us know in a couple weeks, and then you know we'll be out publicly and all that shit on iTunes and stuff. Oh, he left.
Where'd you go?
All right, so thanks for joining us, and
He's
tune
gonna
in
go
next
green
week.
You have a
for
ladder match?
A similar experience.
Ladder match!
Okay. All right.
That's
That was lackluster.
100% how that works, yes.
Is there a belt? Do you want to grab the belt, Jeff? Do you want to set it down and grab it? No?
It's the belt was beer. I got it.
I'm just waiting for the credits to roll at this point.
Yeah.